All right, welcome back, everybody. So, as a recap, the party was mid-fight. Welcome back, everybody. With a band of thieves who has stolen the Scepter of Tides from an unknown ship in harbor of the Neverwinter City. This thief and his small team of rogues has been working with a corrupt city captain. Captain of the Watch, I should say. To perhaps move, or you're not very familiar with the specifics of the heist, only what it is and when it's going to happen. The party enlisted the aid of a Finn Iron Shield, a Paladin of Tyr that you went to the Hall of Justice to meet, and explained the situation and enlisted his help. And he has agreed because he wishes to bring these rogues to justice. And he is waiting in the wings for everyone to show up so that he doesn't scare anybody off, because he does want to arrest the entire group. He only asked that they be brought back alive so they can face justice. Marcus immediately started attacking to kill after flying into a rage. You did.
Yeah, but
I apologize. I lost sound completely, and so I needed a.
See, you've only got yourself to blame because you're always telling us you can hear when you're off camera.
I know that, and I was trying to figure out what was going on, and I couldn't.
You've trained us the wrong way, Matt, and I feel personally betrayed.
Yes.
Come on, Matt.
Where did you cut off?
I don't know. I kind of panicked. I was trying to get it back, and
all right. I guess I'll start from. All right. So the party is it's evening. Late, getting into night, actually, in the city of Neverwinter. It's about 11 p.m. The tide leaves at midnight, which is when you need to be present on the Flying Fox or lose your ride out of here. The party has, thanks to the keen eyes and ears of Yanni the pan flute player, has discovered a plot earlier this afternoon related to an ongoing criminal heist involving a party of rogues stealing something called the Scepter of Tides from a ship that is in dock, ostensibly to deliver the scepter to an undetermined purchaser. You did not find who that purchaser was, but you believe that there was a legitimate purchaser. In addition,
or illegitimate purchaser.
Well, there was a purchaser.
Yes,
fair enough. And you learned that this rogue and his followers were working in concert with a city guard captain. This female, excuse me,
Jason. You're showing your ass.
There's got a cat ass in your face.
Yeah,
that's how they show they care. So the party began investigating, and after splitting the party, Yanni, Galen, and Marcus went around investigating some underworld leads, which concluded with a meeting with a name. A Thaddeus Blackwood, who is ostensibly some sort of boss of the Thieves Guild, at least in the docks area. He made some comments that Neverwinter Thieves Guild operates with multiple guilds carving up different districts and certain types of businesses. So you have some that are primarily focused on smuggling, some that are primarily focused on information gathering, others the more traditional pickpocketing, information brokering, gambling books, that kind of thing. And over the course of your meeting, while it wasn't unsuccessful in that it ended amicably, Yanni was unfortunately unable to convince Blackwood of the need to interfere, being told simply that what was being done wasn't against the guild rules, so long as they paid their cut for doing business in the docks. So long as that money was paid, the Thieves Guild didn't have an issue with it. The other half of the party, which was Dwyn, Sese, and Emiko. What are you playing, Jason?
You're on mute.
Sorry, I think my cat hit something on my keyboard.
I thought Jason accidentally hit his OnlyFans filter.
Oh, yeah.
That's how he makes money on the side. So Dewin, Sese, and Emiko took another route, investigating along the docks area. They encountered Pip Thistlebrook, a down on his luck magic student, wizardry student, who was selling a collection of useless but magical trinkets that he created himself, trying to earn money to pay for his tuition. Sese made a number of offhand remarks about pimping the 13-year-old boy out on the street to make money. Perhaps in jest, perhaps not. We're not really sure. But you ended up on the cliffs that were separated off from the mainland, where you encountered the Moonlight Mask nightclub, the various earth moats that are floating around, chained down to the cliffs by large metal iron chains. And after some investigation work, Dewin picked a likely location that would be a successful ambush, and at that point sent out Legade to the party to bring them all back together, which is where we are now. The party is currently fighting a relatively small group of three thugs plus the mastermind. The guard captain has not yet appeared, but she is due along shortly. And Iron Shield has promised that once everyone has arrived, that he and his men would jump in, and should things go bad, he will jump in early. Pretty much almost all of that is also in your player notes journal. I did go ahead and update that for you guys. So you've got the locations, you've got the NPCs that I mentioned, etc.
We got Thaddeus, but I know that's the only one I see.
Really, it should, the whole folder should be viewable.
Yeah, we just got Thaddeus.
All right. Well, I guess I just have to do it individually.
Oh, there you go. There's Finn, Iron Shield.
Yeah, I had set the folder to say, oh, everything in the folder is viewable, but apparently not. Just a second. All right. How about now?
Yep.
All right.
Anything to note about our other Thorn Blackwood?
Well, you don't actually know that's his name. It's just because
I'm
I
sorry.
had named the character in case you encountered it, but then when I pulled it into combat, it puts his name.
Okay, got it. Yep.
Relation to Thaddeus.
Well, you don't.
Well,
you
we don't have any idea. He's just another bad guy.
right. If you know a trick to hide the name, Howard,
I suppose you could rename it.
I could.
It has a display name separate from
Got it.
the token.
But you have to do that manually, I guess.
Yeah.
That's kind of a pain.
Yep. All right. So we're ready to kick it off then.
There, I have updated it to just be Rogue Leader. He's a member of the Rebel Forces, and he served on Alderaan.
Right.
So technically speaking, the next person to go is Resentful Hired Muscle. However, he has been somewhat unnerved by the raw, passionate rage of Marcus just screaming his fucking head off. I mean, what does Marcus's rage actually look like when he uses his rage feature? Is it like a yelling, screaming, so enraged he's like frothing at the mouth spittle, or is it
It's probably like he looks like he's pooping.
really concentrated and like gonna take a shit? Or is it like the Equalizer where he's like, you don't want me to take this to 11?
Yes, it's more of a cool, calm approach.
You're a very cool, calm, collected barbarian.
Make my day type of thing. Yeah.
I don't know that would be particularly intimidating because you don't have a. It's not like you can wave your axe and go, "Was that one attack or was it two? Do you feel lucky?"
I've got a 44 Magnum they don't know about. So.
Right. That would be a wonderful spell. So the Resentful Hired Muscle is just he doesn't know what the hell to do. So he is just going to hold his action until it becomes a little bit more clear on what is going on. Now, next is Aaron, but Aaron's not here yet.
It's been 15 minutes.
It has been 15 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to skip her, and I'm going to make a note in my little notebook here that if she pops in before the next round starts, she can just go then. But if we get all the way back up to the top, she just loses her turn. She's too panicked to act at that point. So we will skip her.
Is there any buffs you can give anybody?
I don't want to be casting spells for her.
Okay.
When
We
she's
didn't
supposed
designate
to
anybody
be here.
to play her. Yep.
Well, what we're going to do is, like I said, if she shows up before the end of the round, she'll just go then.
Okay.
If she doesn't show up before the end of the round, I'm just going to skip her.
Okay.
Because she is supposed to be here.
Okay.
So we're up to Suspicious Hired Muscle. And he will hold his turn. So it's Yanni.
Okay. And I'm elevated above him. Is that?
Yeah, you're about 5 feet above him on a porch.
Okay. Is he holding any weapons? Is he
For a halfling, that puts you about eye level.
Is he holding a weapon? What's going
He
on?
is holding a weapon. He has a mace, and he also has a heavy crossbow strapped to his back.
Okay. Mace and a heavy crossbow. Okay. And we cannot see everybody. Okay. All right. So I think I'm gonna whip him. Well, let's see here. Who's this guy out here? Oh, that's
That's Sese.
okay. And this must be the rogue leader. Okay.
Yeah.
And I have a 10 feet that I can
You
threaten
do.
with my whip. And
You would be
is the
within
rogue
range.
leader? What is the rogue leader holding in his hand?
Let's see.
And since I am in an elevated position, does that mean I have a advantage?
Well, like I said, you're elevated, but you're also a halfling, so that the two cancel out. That's
Okay.
why I said you're at eye level instead of nutsack.
Okay. I was thinking about what kind of attack I could make.
If you want to do something a little bit unusual,
Uh-huh.
you can tell me, and we will see about what we can do.
Okay. What is the rogue leader holding in his hand?
So the rogue leader, do you have? Yeah, you do have night vision. So he's got a hand crossbow in one hand and a short sword in the other.
All right. We'll whip the hand crossbow out of his hand.
All right, so you're going to try and disarm.
Yep.
Got to look that one up because I forget what the rule is.
Okay. Hmm.
So normally to have an easier go at it, you actually have to have a feat.
Oh.
But I will let you. It's going to be harder to hit because you're aiming for his weapon.
Okay.
How
about an athletics check?
Yeah, we're going to do an athletic check,
or a sleight of hand check. I mean,
well, I will, because it is a finesse weapon.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to make an attack roll. I'm going to give him. I think I'll give him a D4 extra AC for this attack because it's effectively a cold shot.
Got you.
And if you hit, there it goes. So he gets a plus. You basically get a -3. So you're going to roll your attack. He's got effectively a 19 AC.
Oh God.
If you hit, I'll let you do a sleight of hand roll against his athletics to disarm him. If you get the higher roll, you've disarmed him of that one weapon. Do you want it?
Somehow I think I'd rather blind him, but
Blinding is going to be pretty tough,
uh,
especially since he's got 2 eyes.
yeah, that's true. Why not? Let's try it.
All right.
All right.
So you're trying to beat a 19.
Yep. And since I don't have advantage, I guess I will use my inspiration.
Sure. Yeah. New session. New inspiration. Yep.
All right.
Aaron, as soon as Matt's done with his action,
22.
it's going to be your turn.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So
22.
a 22 hits. So go ahead and roll your sleight of hand
At normal.
Against his
22.
He's actually going to fight sleight of hand with sleight of hand.
Uh-oh.
Take it.
So you've disarmed. What was it? The hand crossbow.
Yeah, the hand crossbow.
All right. It's unequipped.
All right. Yield, and we shall be kind to thee.
All right. And Aaron, that's your turn.
All right.
Do I
So
do damage to him, by the way? Or would
Well,
that
you
be
were you were specifically aiming at his weapon.
So that would be if you had the feat that you could deal damage and do that, right?
Right.
Okay. All right, sounds good.
D&D makes a poor physics simulator.
Yes, it does.
all right. So I guess my question is anybody injured? Are we having any of those kind of issues, or are we all good?
It's
so far?
you guys have only had the one surprise round.
Okay.
So no one's really had an opportunity to get injured at this point.
Okay. And other hired muscle people, are they attacking, or are they?
They are currently cowed by Marcus and his smoldering rage that knows no bounds.
Oh, right. Yeah, because he attacked what's his name? The head guy.
The head guy, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let me just check here. All right. Let's see here.
And Brad, you're going to be up next.
All right. So I know that we had talked about me doing that thing with the gem. Um.
Oh yeah.
What was that? Insight greed. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I think that everybody else just decided to go. "Ah!"
okay. So I guess we're not doing that anymore then.
I mean, you're certainly welcome to try, but I had the impression, which does not count as because I'm the DM. But I had the impression that the original plan is to let you try that greed spell,
Oh,
and then if it failed, then physically attack. But
yeah.
we jumped right to the physical attack.
Okay, that's fine.
Hey,
Now the opportunity was there.
I didn't attack anyone.
That's true.
All right.
Yeah, this is what Marcus defines as an opportunity attack.
Opportunity. All right.
They were
So
there. They were fleshy.
Let's just spin
I
around.
could hit them,
And then they weren't there.
and then
then they went there.
in a spiritual sense.
Like I said, I gave them the opportunity to do this peacefully. They made the choice. I did not.
So Yanni's not anywhere nearby me. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Where is Yanni?
Right there.
I can't. Oh, dang! All the way down there, huh? Okay. So I am and then where did Galen go? I thought he was protecting.
Galen's right beside you.
Oh,
He's
that's
he's
Galen.
he's,
Okay.
he's freaking huge.
I
Oh,
can
okay.
still protect you.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and cast guidance on Galen,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go hide behind him.
All right.
Mike, I've been doing
I saw that.
more doodling.
All right.
I'll steal some of those for your journal entries. I don't have that big mid-journey budget to keep
Are
cranking
you
those.
doing more selfies, Howard?
No, it's all about NPCs.
It's all about the NPCs. All right, so Galen, you've got guidance, which I believe well, it can roll. So you get one use for however long Emiko is concentrating to add a D4 to an ability check of your choice.
One ability check. Okay.
Why don't you do Captain Satan?
What?
I was talking to Howard.
He's talking to Howard.
I was like, I don't have that ability.
Right.
Do you have a description of him?
I can get you one. Yeah. I'll mess with the pictures later. All right. So is that all you're and then you're gonna move and hide, is it right?
You're right. Right.
So where are you moving to?
Well, is there somewhere behind Galen that I can stand?
He kind of took up all that corner.
Yeah, I see that. I just go and move
But if
back.
you move back, yeah.
I'm just go.
All right. And is that it?
That's it for me.
Cool. Sese.
Well, I thought I'm so, I thought we had some better plan here. Somebody
You
was going to
did.
cast something on the guy, and then
Yeah. That was discussed.
Yeah, that was the original plan,
Okay.
and then the barbarian happened.
That's why I said he
Once
had an
again,
opportunity and he attacked. Perfectly natural.
once again, I
He
did
just
not
did what
attack right away.
It's like
I
telling a
demanded
duck
the
not to quack.
scepter. I did not attack right away.
so do we have sight of the scepter?
You do not.
Not at all.
Do we have sight of a bag that the scepter could be in?
Well, I mean the leader is wearing a like a storm cloak. Storm cloak. Yeah, I guess that's a hurricane cloak, storm cloak, whatever you want to call it. He's wearing a obscuring black cloak, and there could be a lot of things under there.
This
Okay.
could be the buyer, not the seller.
Okay, I'm going to cast a command on the guy,
Mm-hmm.
so he gets a wisdom saving throw.
Checking the range. Doesn't give a range, does it?
Hold on, let me look at it in the 60 feet.
Yeah,
I
make
do want to
noodles,
move.
Howard.
You should be fine.
Yeah.
It's not a particularly large map, so you're fine on that one.
Yeah, because I'm 35 feet away from him, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna throw a command on him.
All right. And what are you commanding? Oh, to go prone.
Yeah, to grovel.
All right.
So there's a shame element of that, BDSM stuff.
Right.
And I take it he failed then.
He did, but I clicked the wrong button and put him at the end when he was at the beginning of the combat roll. Let's see here. Update combatant initiative.
We know what he's going to do with the thistle, whatever his name is.
Yeah, he likes him prone.
All right, and then I'm gonna move right here. I don't provoke an opportunity attack unless I try to move away, right? So if this guy
Correct.
moves away, he'll provoke an opportunity attack. Correct.
Correct.
And which one is this?
Which one is which?
The
one next to
bad
him
guy
is
I'm
the-
standing next to.
That is suspicious hired muscle.
But they were all running, right?
They weren't running, but they weren't fighting either.
They're wee-weeing themselves.
Yeah, a little P came out. Marcus was very intimidating.
Little became.
I think that's my turn.
All right. So sleepy hired muscle.
Sleepy, grouchy.
Yeah. Oh, we've got suspicious, resentful, and sleepy.
Okay.
Sleepy Hired Muscle is trying to get his boss back on his feet, going, "We got to get out of here," and that's all he's doing for his turn. Galen.
Which one was Sleepy? The one to the right?
Let's
That's
see.
suspicious. Oh, yeah, he's
This one's Sleepy.
sleepy. Yeah.
All right. Oh, I can't make it. Ah.
You could always do a dash, which would be terrifying to see Giant Man running at you.
What's a dash, dude? What do I give up for
A
that?
dash uses your action to double your movement.
Hmm. Then I can't grab anybody.
Do you have anything that you could do as a bonus action?
I don't think so. I think my bonus action is pretty standard.
Yeah, he's just a fighter. He didn't have fancy
Yeah.
bonus actions.
Yeah, I can do 2 attacks. That's about it.
Yeah, 2 attacks in your action.
Yeah.
Throw something at him.
You've got Emiko right next to you.
I'm not going to throw Emiko. Okay. To keep things going quick, I am just going to move here.
Okay.
And I'm going to, that way I'm still blocking.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to yell at that sleepy one, "You better knock it off," or I'm going to come stomp him and make him toe jelly.
You're big, but you're not giant size. But you can try and roll an intimidation.
If I stomp him enough, do I
Well,
have intimidation?
well, I mean, if you're trying to intimidate,
Oh, I
it
can.
certainly
All
doesn't
right.
sound like you're trying to persuade him to do something.
I will do that. I will roll intimidation.
You beat him, and he's just like, "Holy shit! These adventurers are fucking insane!" And that thus ends the turn. Moving back to the top.
Who said that?
Which one? Which part?
These adventurers are insane.
Sleepy.
This one.
Sleepy.
Yeah, that one.
He's prone, right?
The main guy is, yes.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. So, Blackwood is command is till the end of his turn, or is it? falls and then ends its turn. Well, he didn't have a turn, so how long does command last?
1 round.
It's concentration, I think.
No, it's not concentration. I think it's just instantaneous. So he fell prone for his turn for that turn, but now he can get back up again. So he's going to get back up again.
Does he have to throw another saving roll or anything?
No, the spell's over. There's nothing to save against. So he gets up and he says, "Fuck this noise." And unfortunately, I don't have like a cool little special effect for it.
The Scooby run?
So in that area of effect, there is the effect of a smoke bomb that he throws out.
Oh, wait a second. If he uses his action to be unprone,
Prone isn't an action; it's just movement. It's half your movement to stand up.
I thought it was all your movement to stand up.
Nope.
I'll double check.
No, it's half.
There you go. So he lost half his movement to stand up. Then he took an action to throw a smoke bomb.
Well, that's
Trying to Batman out.
And then he is going to use his bonus action to do a cunning action.
Ooh.
Isn't Blackwood the one I slashed?
It is.
So how badly hurt is he to like be throwing smoke bombs and running off?
Well,
Not so
prone.
bad that he can't throw smoke bombs and run off.
From the prone
It's the same question when Marcus got like chomped by a shark and then ran across the ship.
Yep.
But I just didn't know. I don't know how many hit points this guy has or what is.
He's still pretty robust. He's wiry and tough, like an old shoe. So just so that you guys remember, heavy obscurement, because we usually don't see this. So heavy obscurement blocks normal vision entirely. So creatures inside the area of effect suffer the blind condition while in that area. So attacks are made at disadvantage, including if you can see in the dark, because it's not dark that's obscuring it. It's literally pea soup.
What if I've got smoke vision?
If you have smoke vision, then
You got thermal. Everyone switch to thermal.
Right. And that is his action.
So is it just that purple area?
Yeah, it's the purple area. So everybody except for Emiko and Dwyn. Galen happens to just be inside the area of effect.
Only half of me, the lower half. The upper half should be able to see him.
Yeah, but the lower half's the part that does the thinking. All right, behind you, you hear, "Oi!" And then you, especially Dwyn and Emiko, hear some boot steps charging up from behind you. And we'll just toss a coin. So closest one gets it. So that's Dwyn. So he literally hucks a spear at you.
What, the
Jesus.
city, these guards?
Yep.
They're no good.
Oh, the bad guards are here.
Yep.
Nice for them to group together like that in a nice enclosed space.
Well, they're not that grouped together.
I think I can get them all.
Remember, attacking city guard has.
And they completely whiff it.
He catches his buddy when he draws the spear out. Turns his buddy into a meat popsicle. Hmm.
Remember, I'm up in the air.
Yeah, he's underneath you, attacking Imiko.
Kind of rude.
Damn it.
Yep, that's gonna miss. So he does a spear slash at you, Imiko, but it scrapes off your armor. Dwyn.
Gee, what to do? What to do? He's beneath me, right?
Yep.
I want to slide down on the plank a little further.
Okay.
Start throwing spears, are you? Do I recognize any of these guards?
You recognize the one in the back based on description as the guard captain that Yanni saw.
The corrupt one.
The corrupt one, yeah. The one you're here to arrest.
He wanted the not corrupt guy wanted these guys alive.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna get that. That throws
As long as one of them is.
that throw spears at me. I don't
It's
react well.
self-defense.
I don't
It's
react well to the
self-defense.
spears. Hmm. All right. Going down for real.
Damn, dude.
Damn. Oh,
Jesus.
So one got it.
Is there a
So he
portent
only-
for that?
Yeah, if you want to spend a portent.
I love that. I love the sound of the natural one.
Howard?
No. Just let them cook.
So you want to describe anything particular about this, or is it just
the
happening?
screams, the smell.
It's a little fireball that hits the ground, explodes in a fiery explosion. Took some for 31 points of damage each, except for the one lucky guy that only
Cooks them for 16.
15. You round down.
Oh.
So that
So does this mean both the city guard and the captain are both dead?
The captain is not dead.
Oh, okay.
but, but I'm pretty sure he has some second degree burns.
Yeah. So you drop your fireball and it explodes in a wave of force and fire, blowing in the building to the right and setting fire to the building on the left.
Oh God, this
boy.
is terrible. What?
Um,
No.
so-
I sat in on one of these Magic Mechanicals one time, just watching way back, and there was something about a fire somewhere.
Yeah, they have a habit of setting fire to cities they visit.
Yeah.
So yes, the buildings surrounding
Little
this
mystery
area
tour.
are the building on the right is partly caved in and is on fire, and the building on the left is simply on fire because it wasn't as much overlapping.
I didn't think there was any force component to a fireball. I thought it was just heat and flame.
31 points of damage to everything in the radius. Yeah, that'll blow in, like blow out your windows, blow in the doors, set fire to everything. Especially this wood frame construction that they got going on.
Oh God. Does this mean that the platform Dwayne is standing on is on fire now?
Actually, yes. Go ahead and make a. Let's see. You're 20 feet up. So what's fall damage?
Well, I can misty step out of there.
Well, it might not be a problem for you. So I got to look it up. Blah 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 blah. So it's a d6 for every 10 feet. So you'd be looking at 2d6 damage, or you can Misty Step.
Or I could Featherfall.
I don't think Featherfall a reaction?
Featherfall is
Yeah.
Okay. Take your pick.
I'll go ahead and designate. Guess I can.
It's 5 other falling creatures. You're the only falling creature.
Okay.
All right. So you gently waft down after the half of your plank gets blown up. So let's change this. So you're street level now. All right. So anything else that you were gonna do?
Well, I guess I'll use my movement to do a little retreating here.
Sure. Okay. Oh, and let me go ahead and do this real quick. Sadly, I can't do this. Yeah, I guess actually I can do that.
Oh, you brightening where the fire is?
It seemed appropriate.
Yeah. Let it burn.
Didn't think I'd have to use this one, but Let's see here. Is there a brightness? All right. Add a little bit of light there. All right. Marcus, you hear the boom, but you cannot see it because your vision is still obscured.
So, I mean, I can see Thorn.
Probably it might move the smoke a little bit. We might gonna get that, and it might catch the smoke on fire. By the way, fire can catch the smoke on fire.
It's fog, not flour.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
And do you want it to be caught on fire while you're in it?
I'm just kind of reacting to the whole thing. It's
No,
a
no.
lot of hand.
So what were you saying, Jason?
So I can see Thorn right here.
What? No, you have the blind condition in that cloud.
Yeah, we can't.
Okay, then I'm gonna just randomly head to my west 10 feet.
You
I mean, that
can do
doesn't
whatever
affect
you
my
want.
decision, though. I mean,
You probably heard him moving because he was not trying to be stealthy, but you can't see him. So when you do attacks, you're going to be at disadvantage.
if I move away from the hired missile, can they attack me?
They can, but they need to make another wisdom saving throw on their turn.
Yeah.
Because you guys have been intimidating and just bullying the shit out of them.
Okay, well then through the smoke, having heard Thorn head that way, I'm gonna head that way and see if I can find him.
Sure.
So I'm gonna move up to here.
Okay. You're pretty sure that somebody is around, but the fog and the smoke is making it impossible to aim your blow accurate.
Start swinging.
But yeah, you can totally start swinging.
Can I continue to go towards what I hear and try to tackle it? Tackle.
Tackle that basically would be a grapple.
Grapple.
You can make a grapple attack.
Would that
but
be a disadvantage?
It would still be a disadvantage.
Well, okay, I mean, I thought that would be a little bit more, or
You can't see like where his arms are positioned to get him into a hold.
no, okay.
You can't see is his cloak going to interfere with me trying to get underneath his arm or around his neck. So yeah, it's at a disadvantage.
So anything I'm going to do is at disadvantage, any kind of action. In which case, I guess I'll try to get him at disadvantage with Lament.
Okay. So go ahead and roll at disadvantage.
Why isn't that coming? Oh, there's. I hit it twice, but
I saw
okay, disadvantage.
Oh wow.
18.
That hits.
So I just had a question. So if that's disadvantage, what is the
Ah,
regular attack?
damn it.
Sorry, what?
If that's disadvantage, what is the regular attack for Lament?
He's a barbarian, so he just has a very good attack roll.
Oh, I see.
So he rolled a 12 and a 14, so there wasn't much spread between what he rolled anyway.
All right, so I'm going to attack again. A second attack.
Okay.
Oh, this isn't grapple. I thought you grappled. I didn't know you did.
No, he's
No.
wailing.
I'm wailing. It's got to be a hit, right?
Yeah. I don't know why, but it's not showing the attack roll. But go ahead.
Yeah, that was weird. It shows that. Yeah. See if I can do a little bit better damage here. There we go.
He's just like, fuck, what is wrong with you people? All right.
Once again, I tell him to give up the scepter, and I'll let him go.
I don't think he's going to be convinced of that, to be honest. Judging by the explosions, the like,
He didn't see
You
the
know-
explosion.
if I were
he-
him,
he-
I might give
it
that
hurt
a
it.
try.
You don't need to see the explosion itself to see the light and hear the boom.
All right, so I guess that's both my actions. And so I've still got movement. I'm going to, what did I move? I moved 15. I've got 40. So I'm going to move around this figure, get out of the smoke,
Yep.
and I'm going to move right here and just kind of block him off.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
Alrighty. Oops.
Am I able to see what kind of shape he's in?
He's still in the fog cloud. So Stormwind runs up to Dwyn and is attacking him.
Well, he's not actually. Oh, he's using a ranged weapon?
No, she ran up to you.
That's. I'm not there. I'm down here.
Oh, sorry. I thought you had fallen down.
I used my
Let's
movement
see.
to move.
Yeah. So now I gotta recheck this.
I'm stepping away. I'll be back.
Well, I guess that's as far as she can. Oh wait, I forgot. She's got Indomitable. Oh, I'll worry about it later. So she's going to attack. I guess we'll go with we'll attack Emiko
Damn it.
because she's right there, and Galen isn't close to her to defend. So let's see. She's going to action surge
Uh-oh.
and multi attack.
Jesus.
So that's going to be 4 attacks.
Oh, she gonna die now.
Jesus.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
So we got a hit, a crit, and 2 misses.
Jesus.
And she's also going to use a disarming attack. Assuming you have a weapon out. Do you have a weapon out? You've got like a mace or something like that, or a sword or something,
Yeah,
don't you?
something.
So if that's equipped, then she's going to try and disarm it.
Let me see. I don't. Is it equipped? How would I tell if it's equipped?
Has a little asterisk next to it.
A little asterisk or
Yeah.
dot or something.
Yeah, you have a mace equipped.
Oh, okay.
And the disarming attack will use the ability. The item consumed by the ability can't be found. Okay, that's wonderful. All right, I'll have to do it by hand. Let's see, superiority dice. Down to 4. A disarming attack. So I get to add her superiority dice to the attack. So that's that. So you take an extra 3 points of damage. And you have to make a strength saving throw.
Oh God. Okay. Let's see. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, you kept a hold of it, and then she's going to use second wind to heal. No, she's not healing. Not healing Emiko. All right. And other than smoking, that's all she'll do. The resentful muscle gets to roll. Do you remember? Let's see. What was your intimidation? Let's see. I got to roll back. Arcana, religion. Intimidation. So I've got to beat a 21. Not likely. All right. So the resentful muscle is he's actually going to run away.
No.
Run away! I have my soundboard.
Okay, Emiko.
All right. So the 22, that's the correct amount of hit points that she has?
22. What? No, she's got way more than 22.
I think she's talking about Emiko.
You have 22.
So
Or do you mean is 22 the correct amount of hit points for Emiko?
that she currently has after being whacked.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. Okay. So the lesser restoration is that going to be something where I can use for this blindness thing for the fog?
You're not in the fog.
Yeah, you're not in the fog, so you can see just fine.
Okay. So I was going to go run up to Galen and use the lesser restoration on him to
Don't leave Mealy.
Yeah, you could do that.
um
Hmm.
let's see here. Lesser restoration. Lesser restoration. Oh, I just saw it. Okay, so should I move first? So
Yes, you should.
touch spell. Okay, so let me run over here. And then I'm going to go ahead and cast Lesser Restoration on Galen.
Sure.
Lesser Restoration.
So does that mean he's going to get a see through the fog?
Yeah, he won't be blinded. Okay. Anything else?
All right. So is there any space? Is this space right next to Galen? Is this one where I would be able to squeeze next to him, or is this not?
You can't overlap it. I don't think that there's enough space. If you have enough movement, you could try and push past him.
Okay.
Could hide in the fog if you could reach it.
Okay. Let me see
Smoke. Whatever
if
it
I
is.
can.
It would be difficult terrain, so it would be double movement through the space that Galen is occupying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea what she spent to get there, so I don't know.
She only spent 10 feet. So she's still got 20 left.
So if I go, let's see here.
Could she not get down here? Yeah.
Would it be like this then? Would this be okay for me to go
That
this
would be
way?
fine.
Okay.
She is getting an opportunity attack, though.
Okay.
Do I get to defend her on that?
What's the defender?
That means if they take an attack with someone within 5 feet of me, it's at a disadvantage.
Yeah, because it's someone within 5 feet of you. Yep, you blocked it.
No good. Thank you, Galen.
You did your best Neo impersonation.
I should if I hadn't moved, I might have been able to help on that.
All right, is that it for you, Aaron?
Yes.
All right,
Is
suspicious
that a
hired muscle.
reaction?
What's that?
Is that a reaction Galen used?
Yeah,
No, it's just he has a defender feat
yeah, feet.
that imposes disadvantage on attacks made against people within 5 feet of him.
So like DeWin, if DeWin got attacked in this same,
That's
he's
right.
gonna move. He's gonna
Yep.
move, but if DeWin got attacked right now,
Yes.
he would still get that. Okay. Okay, good to know.
All right. Suspicious hired muscle. He's gonna make a saving throw. Which he almost certainly will not make. Nope. So he heard the other guy go, "I'm out." So he's basically saying, "Fuck this! You don't pay me enough." And he's running now. Sese and Yanni are both in melee. Are you taking an opportunity attack, or are you letting him run?
Well, that'll change his
trip him with
Hold
a.
Hold on a second. Is that going to change his condition?
Change his condition.
Right, like he's what, scared or
He's
whatever, intimidated?
just intimidated right now. Marcus rolled a 21 on his intimidation at the very
Right.
beginning.
So if we hit him, does that give him
It's not
another
going to
saving throw?
necessarily break the intimidation because it's not a magic spell.
Okay, and it's not going to give him another saving throw, right?
No, not technically, no.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
So are you attacking or not?
Yeah, I'm going to hit him.
Okay.
I'm sure. This is a free reaction, so.
So go ahead. He's got an AC of 12.
Well, what's his nuts wanted to hit him first, so I'd let him go first.
What's his nuts?
Yanni.
Yanni.
Yeah.
All right. So you said you wanted to do what?
I was going to trip him with my whip.
That's sort of a grapple. Let's see if there's anything specific for trip.
He's forward movement. I wrap around his leg. He trips. He falls.
Well, but you're at a disadvantage because you're all still in the
Gotcha.
You're all still in the cloud, so you're trying to blind whip to wrap around someone's foot and pull it out from underneath them.
Mhm.
Not an easy feat when you can't see. So let's see. All right, so it looks like I can use the same rules as shoving. All right, so you're going to make your attack at disadvantage. And then if you hit,
Let's see. Hold on. Can I use a bonus action before I do this, or is this?
no, this is a reaction. This is not on your turn.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Go ahead.
So you make your attack at disadvantage.
Gotcha.
Well, you would have.
Yeah, it would have been really slick.
It would have been really cool.
Yep.
But you whiffed it.
Well, no one
That's
knows
right.
that. They just know that
Yeah,
it
no one
didn't.
saw. No one saw.
You just hear the crack of a whip, and that's it. You know,
Yep.
as far as you know, he just like knocked his left testicle off.
Right.
So,
Okay.
Sensei,
Yeah, hold on.
There you go.
14, I believe, will still. Yep, it still hits. Okay.
Okay.
And you hear footsteps retreating down the alley. Yanni.
So I don't know a whole lot about the tactical situation since I can't see anything.
Well, you can hear.
Huh?
You can hear. You can still
Yeah.
hear.
Did our friend, the rebel leader, take off to the west?
The rogue leader. Yeah, he's
Or east? Took off the east.
east.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. I'm going to use a bonus action to use Zephyr Strike.
Is that targeted?
Nah, me.
Okay.
Let's see. What? I don't understand. Okay. Concentration, consume a spell slot, cast a spell. You move like the wind until the spell ends. Your movement does not provoke attack of opportunity.
Yep.
Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack. Roll on your turn. The attack deals an extra 1d8 damage on a hit. Whether you hit or miss, your walking speed increases by 30 feet until the end of that turn.
Yep.
Okay.
So go ahead and cast it. There you go.
All right. And we will move towards the guy here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming I will eventually kind of find him.
Right.
All right.
Contact.
Contact. All right. I need to figure out what the best way to grapple or bring him down.
What? So, can he see him now? Can he see his target now?
He's got like it's like fighting someone in very dense, thick fog. So you get outlines up. It's almost impossible to see until you're right on top of them. But even then, they're heavily obscured.
So is he at
And-
disadvantage?
Yes, he is.
Yep.
So if I ran up behind him and touched him and gave him lesser regenerate, would he then be able to?
Regenerate that's a healing spell. Do you mean
Well,
lesser
but that-
restoration?
Lesser restoration. I'm sorry. Yes.
It would, but it would happen on your turn.
Yes, but he could hold his action right now, right?
I don't know how he would know that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have any idea of that.
Because he can vaguely see the guy in the fog, right? And he
Right.
can hold his action until he can see the guy more clearly. And then I come up behind him and hit him with the lesser restoration, and now he can see the guy full bore.
Normally I wouldn't allow it because it's kind of plotting some strategy that hasn't come out as far as the characters are concerned.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it.
He
'Cause-
could yell it though. He could say, "Hey, just make
Well,
sure you keep."
yeah, but it's not his turn.
yeah.
Um,
No, it's fine. It's fine. So
yeah,
sorry.
I think that like in Howard's game, I was making a point of having Ray like talk about strategy and our abilities like during camp times.
It's because honestly, I'm okay with it because of the initiative order,
Mm-hmm.
right? Although, no, I used all 30. Yeah, never mind. It doesn't matter. Yep. So if I was going it before him,
Yep.
then I could hold my or I could cast Lesser Restoration on him as my action and do my movement. And as part of my movement, I could tell him.
So I
Don't
didn't
strike.
think that lesser restoration would affect this.
Well, I
It
didn't either.
removes the blindness
but-
condition.
Right, but they don't have a blindness condition.
It's obscurement.
They don't.
Yeah.
They don't have like some kind of disease or something that is causing them to go blind.
Yeah, there's not. It's just an old fashioned obscurement.
Right.
Which is kind of what I thought when Emiko went to cast it. That's why I asked that question.
Well, I'm going to allow it, but I'll reconsider it next time. And
no,
it's
that's
simply
fine.
because the item that he's using casts, basically a fog cloud, which gives heavy obscurement.
Yeah.
That inflicts
I'm
the blindness condition. That's kind of why I'm doing it the way I am.
So it does give a blindness condition.
Yeah.
So
It's that whole mechanics shoehorned in.
okay, all right. Yeah, I would have to agree with Howard there, though. I don't think lesser restoration should work here.
I will take that note. Thank you for the feedback. And next time, I won't let you cure blindness from fog clouds.
Right. Yeah. For better or worse.
For better or worse. But on the plus side, you can do it to other people.
Right. Because now we've
right.
seen this thing, we can medicinally, herbologically recreate it. maybe.
Correct. So, Yanni, I assume you're using the Zephyr Strike extra damage.
I would.
So, what are you doing now that you have contact?
I am going to whip his feet out from underneath him. I want to entangle his feet and
Okay.
whip his feet.
Okay.
And
Go ahead, and it is at disadvantage.
but I have advantage, so it's at normal.
It's at normal.
Okay, here we go.
So, 17, I believe, is going to hit.
Mhm.
Yep, just by one.
All right. So do I need
So
to
that is
roll-
it's effectively a shove action. So you hit the attack.
Mhm.
You normally would make a strength check opposed by either strength or dex. But because it's a finesse weapon, I will allow you to use sleight of hand if you wish,
Okay.
which I assume you do.
Yep. Normal, correct?
This is normal, yeah.
I think
So
I probably broke his nose now. He lands right.
he broke his nose when he went down.
Or his wrist, whichever,
Down on the ground again.
Yep, down on the ground. Where's he at?
He's right in front of you.
Oh, because I don't. Oh, okay. No, I don't see anybody. Yep, he disappeared. He went through the map.
He's just heavily obscured, remember?
Yeah.
You tripped him and he.
And then I will grab something and I guess tie him up.
You grappling is a whole nother action. So he's prone. He can't run away.
Okay.
But you don't have an extra attack or anything like that to grapple him.
Okay. Did I do damage to him? Is that the D8?
No, well, you can apply the Zephyr. Well, the Zephyr Strike, I think, to get the advantage, you used that.
No, that attack deals an extra 1d8 damage.
Right. So normally a shove, unless it's a shove off of a ledge, does not do damage. Same for knocking somebody prone.
Okay. Well,
So you
knows, so
yeah,
I'd
well,
imagine
yeah.
we did a little bit of damage. Messed up his pretty face.
Right. So Sese, your turn.
A little bit of help here. That's what I yell out.
So, this fella right here, the
Yep.
lone henchman that's left.
Yep. Sleepy.
If
I'm gonna move.
If I move around him, is he going to get an
He
opportunity
would
attack?
get an opportunity attack, but it would be at disadvantage.
I can still move because I got movement left, so I'm going to grab a hold of him and be over here on this side, I think.
Sure.
I'm assuming he's still right here.
Yep.
Okay. Or do I need to be in the same space as him?
No, you don't, because you've got range on your whip, remember?
Yep.
So
I
yeah,
don't have to be right on top of him.
Correct.
Okay.
So Brad.
Okay. So I am going to. Okay, so what's the rule for spells? If I move adjacent to him, he's prone. Am I going to be able to cast
You
a spell
have
on
to
him?
you would have to use a touch spell. Any ranged spell is impossible when you can't see them.
Okay.
You can't even shoot spells through like a pane of glass.
And he's prone. Is that going to hurt me seeing him?
The prone cancels out the disadvantage.
But I mean, as far as seeing him.
No, I mean it's still obscured.
I'm tracking now. I'm tracking what you said. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't have something ready. I'm just gonna give this guy. I'm gonna give him like 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I'll give him 1. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Alrighty.
Right, so that he's gonna get 1 opportunity attack.
No.
Right, because I'm within 5 feet of him, right?
You're within 5 feet of him, but you have to leave that range to get the opportunity attack.
Okay, so all right, that's good.
It's when you leave, not when you enter, unless you have a special feat.
No. All right. And then I guess I'll just attack him. So I can't cast a spell at him. Let me see
All
if I
right.
can cast a different kind of spell to increase the damage of the attack.
Okay. And if you're going to do something like that, like to enhance the magical damage, that's my answer. But go ahead and tell me what you're going to do.
You work when?
Okay.
Okay.
Any spell that says a creature you can see is not eligible, right? You can't use it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just do a divine smite.
All right. So
Well, I got to hit first. Okay.
you got to hit first, but it's a straight roll. He's prone, so that's advantage. That cancels
two
out the
attacks.
disadvantage from the obscured vision.
And I get 2 attacks.
Yeah.
So
Are you smiting on both of them?
I don't think I can. Can I? I think I can only
It's a
smite on
bonus action.
one.
I don't know how many smites you have offhand.
It takes a bonus
Well,
action.
I think right. I think what Howard's saying it's a bonus action. So it's just 1 smite. Okay, back to inventory. Oh, I hit it twice. After that attack, normal.
That's going to miss.
Okay. And that attack, normal. Holy shit.
That's also going to miss.
Wait, a 15 misses?
Yeah.
Okay, well, no divine smite then. Let me see if I've got anything else bonus action wise I can do.
I'm just gonna, like, while you're looking, I'm just gonna remind everybody, if you target the person with the game tool and then make your attack, it will tell you whether you hit or miss when you roll the dice.
You can't target Blackthorn because you can't see him.
Oh,
But
I'm just saying the counter is not on
something
the
else.
screen.
I'm surprised.
You can see, and my other one is yeah, okay. So I'm gonna do a harness divine power
Mm-hmm.
and recover my 1 expended spell slot.
Okay.
And let's see, find that. Where's that at? Effects. No. It's not a spell, is it?
Probably a feature.
Feature. Divine smite. Harness divine power. Wait, make sure that's right. Yeah. Okay. That came up, didn't it?
It did not in the chat.
It's showing checks in the boxes for consume item use.
It could be my browser. It was having problems before, so let me.
No, it's not showing up in mine either.
Oh, okay.
But it's used.
It's
You
used.
bet.
All right. Did it add back your spell?
Oh, I didn't check. Spell. No, still shows I've used 1 first level spell. What did I do wrong there? Back to features. Harness divine power. I hit it again. Still didn't do anything.
Let me see. Consume 1 use. Consume. All right. So I tried it, and it said that it popped something up, and you
There.
have 3 spells left at first level. Is that right? I don't know how many spells you've used.
Well, I have 3 now,
Yes.
but it's showing I've used a 4th one.
Right. That's what I was saying. I don't remember how many you used, so I was asking.
So
I know you
I have
used
4.
command.
I started out with 4 and I used 1.
All right. So
Yeah, command.
we'll give you back 1.
Okay. Maybe I have to hit that refund resource.
Maybe, but I already clicked it, so I don't think it'll do
Okay.
anything.
All right, we're good. I'm sorry.
All right.
That turn took way too long.
Yep, no worries. It's a new feature after all. All right, Sleepy Bandit.
Wait, now do I have 5 feet of movement left?
I didn't track how far you moved.
Yeah, 20, I used 20. So I'm going to
All right.
move south. Yeah, see 5, 10, 15, 20. Well, I used 25. So this will be 30. I'll move south. That'll give that guy an opportunity attack. I'm okay with that.
All right. No, nobody gets an opportunity attack. You're still
You're
within.
still within melee.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right.
Plus,
So
they're blinded, so it'd be.
At disadvantage. It would.
last hired muscle in combat rolls a 3. So he's like, "You're on your own," and he's trying to run. Are you gonna do an opportunity
Well,
attack?
yes, I'm going to do that. I'm an Oath of Vengeance Paladin. That's what I do. I do it out of spite.
Yes, you do. Go ahead and roll at disadvantage, AC 12.
I should just use the one that was already up there.
So you hit.
Just in case he forgets.
Howie.
Okay. All right. So he ran away after getting whacked in the back. Galen.
Okay. So I can see that the other guys have kind of got that one dude taken care of, sort of.
No, you
Well,
can't see shit.
Well, I
Yeah,
can't see them, but I can see into the fog. I know they've.
I mean, you can hear them,
Yeah.
right? And I'm assuming that they're not just silently and psychotically whipping people in the fog.
Well,
I will kill you without uttering a sound.
Aaron gave me something that I could see in the fog,
I did.
right?
I did kind of say, a little help here. I got him.
Right. Yeah. Oh, right. You had the lesser restoration, so you can see.
Oh,
All right.
we're doing
So
that.
they've got that.
Well, I
I
was
wanna
thinking
see-
about it too. That cloud's got to be low enough that he can see over it.
Right, but they're
Right.
in it.
Right. But everybody, well, the other two are out of it. So he could see those two pop out.
He could if the building wasn't in the way.
Oh, is the building in the way?
Right.
I don't have a line of sight on the corner there.
Yeah, there's a building right north of Yanni.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's the building.
And it would obscure, at the very least, it would obscure Galen seeing Yanni because you've got a building and then a 3-foot
Yeah,
tall.
I can't see that, but.
Okay.
Does this show me?
But,
I can't see if I've targeted.
I believe you have, yes.
All right then. She's gonna get what she's got coming. Now, if I'm big, do I get any advantage on?
You get an
I
extra,
believe it's extra damage.
an extra D4, I
A
think.
D4 is
An
all.
extra
Okay.
D4.
All right, so normal.
That's a miss.
Oh,
Oh, really? Damn. Do it again.
That's a miss. That sword and board fighting style of the captain is harder than you thought.
Yeah, it is.
I guess
Kind
she
of
didn't
makes
deserve much.
me a little upset now. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna stay where I'm at, and I'm just gonna yell to Emiko to move up to me.
All right. Back to the top. The smoke bomb dissipates. He really is transparent. Why is he transparent like that?
All right, I gotta.
did you toggle
He's
visibility?
really white.
Shouldn't be, but let me. Yeah, he's only got concentrating. Concentrating and prone are his only statuses.
Did you toggle visibility to reveal him?
Oh, I must have clicked it when I was trying to put prone on him. I must have clicked it. All right, so Blackwood's on the ground. He throws down his sword and says, "I surrender."
I nod to him.
But he gestures to Marcus and Sese and says, "But if those maniacs attack again, I rescind my offer."
Rescind your offer. What of surrender?
If they start wailing on him when he's down and surrendered, then yeah, he's gonna fight to survive.
Okay, well, I'm gonna ask him to offer his hands.
He's already thrown down his sword.
No, I mean offer his hands so I can bind him.
Sure, he'll offer his hands. You can bind him on your turn.
Okay. All right, everybody, hold back. He's surrendering.
Maybe.
To win.
Hey, the guard captain hasn't surrendered.
Okay.
Is that-
Well, do what you will over there. I can't see you anyway, so I'm just saying this guy.
He's apparently got some good armor. So I got this thing going on where it says "Toll the Dead Legacy."
So any spell with any item or spell with legacy just means not D&D 2024.
Yeah, well, and it's not a strength. It's a wisdom.
Oh, right. Yeah, I see that it is a wisdom save.
Oh.
So it's a DC 15. Doesn't make it.
Assume she takes prior damage.
Oh yeah. You dropped a fireball on her.
Well, I didn't know if she'd healed at all.
No, she's not that good.
She can have another 14 in necrotic damage.
All right.
And then I will let back here behind the.
All right. Mark.
Well, I
Let's say
state
keep
to
coming.
Mr. Thorne once again, give us the scepter or die.
He's kind of looking between Yanni demanding his hands to be tied and Marcus demanding the scepter or die.
I suggest you look at me and answer my question since I'm the one about ready to kill you.
I'm like,
Sorry, what was that? I was looking away.
I kind of go, um, it's his turn. I can't really.
Right. Well, he can't really do much.
I look in surprise.
Right. So he. Let's see. Am I on camera?
You're
Yeah, on camera.
So he kind of goes like
Oh shit!
slowly reaching.
No! I shake my head. No! We don't want this.
Right? Are you
stop him?
You're still okay? Yeah.
Are you reaching for the scepter? I hope.
You don't know. He's reaching under his cloak.
Okay, that better be the scepter, man. I really don't want this on my hands.
I tell him to stop. What are you doing? And I ask him, what are you reaching for?
You said you wanted the scepter or you'd kill me.
That better be the scepter, or I was going to chop your head off right now.
All right. So he's
okay. It's like, okay, I get it. Let me get it. Can I get it?
Actually, I tell him to stop.
I'll get it.
And I ask Yanni to go tell my friend here where the item is. He'll get it.
all right. Well, that'll happen on Yanni's turn.
Okay.
Anything else?
I can't really see what's going on up there.
Nah, you're just hearing fires. You hear people screaming in the close distance. The fire.
So I guess I better stick
the
around.
light of the fire is spreading.
Leave Yanni. Yeah, I mean, I guess I will. I'm going to communicate to Sese that I think Yanni and I have this guy handled. If he needs to take care of business elsewhere,
Roger.
and then I'm just gonna I'm gonna have to stick around to see how this plays out with Mr. Blackwood.
Gonna fall out of your rage, aren't you?
Yep.
What's
You didn't do any damage, so you lose your rage.
I don't think I did.
He slaps himself.
Did I rage at the beginning of last session?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, all right.
Punch him once, just to
Yeah, I'll just no. I bet.
emphasize.
Can I
his
just
point.
slap him in the face? Is that?
It won't. You have to do damage.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
have to
punch
actually
him once.
like roll an attack.
Okay,
You're
I'm done.
welcome to do so.
Yeah, all right. Don't get mouthy with me. Pop.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do a. I guess an unarmed strike. I guess is that what that is?
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't think I don't. I've never done an unarmed strike, so I'm not sure where to find
It's just
that.
a regular attack, but you only do a D4.
You actually have unarmed in your.
You should have unarmed in your inventory. Yeah.
Under feature.
No, it's in your inventory.
Yeah. Check
Oh,
your.
under my inventory. Oh yeah. Sorry, got it.
You miss. Well, technically, you
You
didn't
get
miss
two,
because
right?
he's right there. Oh wait, yeah. Go ahead and roll again because he's prone, so you get it at advantage.
That's a hit.
That's a hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
Did something roll? I didn't see anything.
I didn't see it either, but it did have a damage result.
Okay.
So you did 6 points.
All right.
So I'm just assuming you're just like bitch slapping him now. Is that what it is?
Yeah, pretty much. Backhand,
You got the guy on the ground and you're like curb stomping him or something.
No, nothing that violent. I'm not that violent.
Well, you are in a rage, so I mean, it wouldn't be out of character.
It's a toned down rage.
It's what?
It's a toned down rage.
Oh, okay, great. All right.
Yeah, I guess that ends my turn.
All right. Let's bring these guys in.
Four guys.
What are you doing, Max?
Who are those guys?
That's Iron Shield and his men. He did say that he would come in once everybody's arrived. He's trying to get a rest, remember?
Yeah, okay.
All right. So, Stormwind. God damn it. She's going to use. She's going to disengage, and then she's going to run.
Disengage. What?
She's going to use disengage, so you can't do opportunity attacks, and then she's running away.
It's not like they don't know who she is, though.
Right, but she still gets to get away.
Right.
Tell her side of the story.
Every time I try and recenter the map, it opens a new tab. Really annoying. All right. And she can't dash because she disengaged, so that's her turn. The hired muscle that had run away after being intimidated, you can hear them yelling down the alley that they ran off to, that they surrender. They surrender. You're presuming that there were other guards lying in wait to prevent them from getting away. Next up is Imiko.
All right, so I had a question. I know that the that Captain Stormwind disengaged.
Yes.
Is she too far from me to try to cast Hold Person?
Do you even still have visibility?
Uh,
You could move and then see.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can move and then see. But
let me see here. So if I move, let's see, if I move to where this blood stain is, yes, I do.
So yeah, she's well within range. I think it's 60 feet. I think.
Yes.
So you're well within range.
Okay, let me try to cast Hold Person. I'm going to use my let's see here, Hold Person. So with the Hold Person, is that one where there's like they have to do a counter
No, they have to do well, there's a saving throw if that's what you mean.
Mm-hmm. So for let's see here, Hold Person, where okay is that? Let's see here. All right, so this isn't one where I could do it at advantage or anything like that?
No, not unless you've got something special.
Okay. All right. Let me so the guidance already got dissipated when I got whacked by her, right?
No. We actually forgot to make a concentration roll.
Oh, okay. So what it's saying is that you cannot maintain concentration on more effects.
Right.
So I
You
got
you could drop the concentration on guidance
Yeah.
and then cast another concentration spell.
Okay. So would I uncheck that?
I believe you just click the little head thing in your spell list.
Let me see here.
I think if you just cast the spell, it will drop it off for you.
Yeah, it might just automatically replace it.
Okay, let me try that.
Yep, there it did it.
Nope, she's held. Anything else?
Um, I don't have enough feet to go up and try and tie her myself. Is
No,
that
you don't.
okay? All right then. I'm just gonna move up closer to her then.
Mhm.
Let's see here. So that would be like right. Is this about correct?
Yeah, looks about right.
Okay then.
So as you move into the alley that is currently on fire, I will remind you. There you can see like there are, especially in this building to the east where it partly collapsed to that wall, you can look inside someone's apartment and you can see burning beds, burning kids' beds above this
Oh,
shop.
nice.
We better get
That's
out
the
of town
police fault.
quickly.
That's the police's fault.
It's for trusting you.
Or the one dude. It's that one dude who did the smoke. It caught on fire.
You don't see any children on fire, but you definitely see a child's bedroom burning.
We'll leave a little bit of gold for that family.
Anything else before your turn ends? You're muted.
Aaron, you got anything else?
Oh no, thank you.
Cool. So, suspicious hired muscle has been arrested. Veteran guard is moving forward. He is calling for the fire brigade. Um, you know, he's run back out to the main street to get the fire brigade. Yanni.
I'm going to reach where he was indicating the scepter.
Okay. And in a bag, you can feel a rod-like object.
That's kinky. All right.
That's a scepter.
It's only kinky if you hide it.
That's right. All right. I'll secure the bag
All right.
and look in the bag. I'm going to look in the bag.
Right. So in the bag in the well, I guess you can see in the dark, so it's fine. So you look in the bag and you see the Scepter of Tides,
All right. I'm going to
which
secure that.
will remind everybody.
Ooh, pretty.
Ooh. Yeah, ribbed.
For your pleasure.
That's right.
A scepter like that could make a halfling happy. Or split in two.
Yeah. Is he secured?
He
where
is
he's
not
at?
currently secured, but he has surrendered.
Okay. I am going to also secure his hand to crossbow.
Well, that's back over here.
Yeah, I kind of had a hold of that, didn't I? For a minute.
Yeah, but then you started whipping everything else, so
All right.
you couldn't
I'm
hold
gonna
on.
say I'm gonna say to these two here, Sese and Marcus, you got him covered.
They look at you stoically.
Yeah, I got him.
All right. I'm gonna secure his hand crossbow
All right.
and his short sword.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope. Then I will, kind of be right here. I guess when we're done.
Something like that.
Yep.
All right.
Anybody else? Everybody else okay? Everybody good?
Yeah, and I think that's going to end combat with this final actions.
But
Uh,
I can still chase her.
she's paralyzed.
Yeah, she's held.
What are you gonna do?
Everybody sound off. We good?
It'll be the easiest chase you've ever had.
Okay.
They don't
All
run.
right.
So my
You get to feel like a serial killer.
I was like, I'm gonna dash. I'm gonna get in her range. She's not gonna disengage me again.
I'm gonna start beating her up right there.
so Mike, I'll
Oh,
use
last person.
I'm gonna revert to the 1950s.
Oh, jeez.
Hang on. So
Alrighty.
Iron Shield comes forward and holds out his hand to Yanni. I'll take that evidence.
Oh.
Another crooked cop.
I would like your assurance that we will be given due credit for such thing.
He's kind of looking down the alley at the fire, and he's like, "Are you sure you want your name known in this city?"
I said for this, not for that. I had nothing to do.
So
with
Mike,
that.
I'm going to use prestidigitation to try to fight the fire.
All right. It's not going to be fast because prestidigitation is like one person
Yeah.
in
no,
area.
no,
But yeah, you can definitely start fighting the fire with prestidigitation. So where's the AI generated art of DeWin gets on trial for arson?
Oh, we're totally hanging this on the corrupt guards.
Yeah. This is gonna be like that scene in what was that, the Incredibles, where they put him on trial for
For saving the guy's life.
I had a question, Mike. So with the if Emiko uses create water, will that help?
Yes.
Yes,
Or not?
absolutely.
And so will the endless bag of salt water.
There you go.
That's right.
Oh, that's right.
I
we
was
do
muted,
have
but
that salt water. Yeah.
I was muted, but I was going to say the same thing.
All right. So that
So
then
we start.
so that's Sese, if I remember right. So Sese runs forward and proceeds to douse because it works like basically like the decanter of endless water, right?
One man bucket brigade.
Yes, you're just like using it to hose off the fire.
I clap. That's very good. Very good use.
And within like 15 minutes or so, you've got all the fire out before
Money
the
well spent.
money well spent. It was cheap. It was a bargain at twice the price,
Right.
and you tried
Yeah,
to
I'm gonna-
pimp him out.
I'm going to use the feather that falls up too, just to use it.
Just do, yeah. Why
So you
not?
Uses it in concert to fan the water into it.
Don't,
Right,
don't do
right.
that. We might have a puzzle or something where we got to touch something that we can't get to. And
Right.
you have to like aim that feather to hit it. up
You
in the
got to
ceiling.
tickle the nose of the
Feather might
demon
act
while
like-
he's distracted.
Feather might act like a Santa Anta wind and,
Yeah.
and flare the fire. Okay.
All right,
Too bad we didn't have time to make a decoy of the scepter.
right. And Iron Shield goes, and the item.
Oh yes, of course. I was hoping that I'll be distracted by fighting the fire.
No, that's why the veteran guard went to go get the fire brigade.
Yes, I know.
While Iron Shield and two more guards stayed behind. And then you've got several off screen that
Yeah.
arrested the other thugs.
No, I definitely just say, please, I hope all this effort.
Right. So he's during the course of that 15 minutes of Sese putting out the fire, Iron Shield collects the weapons from the fallen, as well as gathers up the bodies of the three guards that were horribly burned to death.
I was able to calm the other hand crossbow.
And he's kind of looking at these bodies of these guards, and you can see like he's upset that guards would take a corrupt path, but also having them dead in the street isn't the justice that he was hoping for.
Self-defense. It was all self-defense.
I think that was a preemptive strike before they could get too close, at least on some of them.
I do want it to be known that I had several incidences where I could have taken out Blackthorn, and I used non-lethal methods.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they were throwing spears at everybody first.
And then, of course, Blackthorn's like bleeding profusely everywhere, so they're having to administer first aid on him, unless the party
He's
wants to.
alive.
Yeah, I'll help. I
Right.
use my medicine on.
Well, I was
We
gonna say,
tried.
unless the party
We
wants to
tried.
use healing spells on him.
I'll try. I'll use my
Damn it.
medicine.
I'm not wasting anything on him.
I use my medicine.
I'm not.
So he's kind of looking at it. You guys have about 10 minutes to go. So as a nearby water clock strikes the end of your time in Neverwinter,
I'll check his pockets, by the way.
no.
Not
No.
from the
Roll
police.
sleight of hand.
Oh, I do have my cloak on.
Right. You still have to do sleight of hand because they've got everybody gathered up.
Okay.
One of the watch goes, "Hey now."
Just making sure he doesn't have any weapons on him.
They've already searched him. He's tied up.
Okay. All right.
So
Good.
they know that he doesn't have any more.
I'm a little paranoid.
Right.
So I let him know that we'll take our reward money now.
There's no reward for doing justice other than getting justice.
Oh, that's not what we were told by your superiors.
He negotiated with you himself.
Okay.
You're talking to the same person that you made the deal with.
All right. God, I didn't realize we were such a charity operation here. All right, let's get out of this
All
town.
right. Let's get out of here.
As he looks at the aftermath of the confrontation between the party and Blackwood's gang plus the corrupt Neverwinter guards, leaves Captain Iron Shield in a complex position, standing in the street looking at the carnage and the fire-ravaged buildings. His weathered face shows a mixture of disappointment and resignation. "Well, this isn't how I hoped things would play out," he says, his voice trembling with barely contained anger. "I can't deny that I bear some responsibility for involving you in this matter. The loss of life is regrettable. But setting fire to the merchant district? Do you have any idea how many innocent families live above those shops?"
I'm
He
sure
takes
the Blackthorns could certainly help repair that damage.
He takes a deep breath, steadying himself. "What's done is done, and I did bring you into this."
And you got the results that you wanted.
No, he didn't.
You got the scepter.
He got the scepter, but
Got the
usually
scepter,
police
that's the
don't
end
try
result.
and kill off everyone involved.
Well, he
I
ferreted out some highly corrupt elements of his own force too. So
Yeah.
had he done a better job cleaning his own cupboard, he might not have had this damage.
You should be kissing our ass, sir.
I'll say to Blackthorn, I'll say, just let your father know that I certainly went out of my way to make sure that you were spared.
He just kind of looks at you, and he doesn't say anything, but he kind of, you see some acceptance in his eyes.
Yes.
Captain Ironshield adjusts his cloak. "Consider our business concluded. I won't pursue any action against you as we agreed, but I trust you understand if I'll be hesitant to call upon you in the future."
That's fine.
I believe you have,
conflagration got out of hand.
I believe you have a ship to catch.
Yes.
You wouldn't want to stay any longer in this town, I think.
Well, hopefully in the future there won't be any more corrupt guards to root out of your ranks.
What was that?
I said hopefully.
Let's get going. He said it's time to catch the ship.
Time to go.
What was that?
I look at him again. Oh my God! Just let's go.
Say it in my good ear.
I pray for your health, good sir. And on our
Godspeed.
return, we hope that your city is in much better shape.
That's what I thought I heard.
Yes, thank you.
The party boards the Flying Fox just before the strike of midnight. The vessel sails, catching the wind and lifting you away from the city's politics and the bloody consequences that they have. As you sail out of the harbor, Neverwinter's lights twinkle, glowing smaller as they fade into the distance, leaving behind a web of unresolved tension and the whispers of their violent efficacy.
That's great. I told him he should have taken me up on my. I'm just kind of shaking my head. I wish I would have been more persuasive.
All right. Somebody open up their character sheet because I want to see if this assigns XP correctly.
How do we see that?
Well, I haven't clicked the button yet.
I got it open.
Okay. 7780. Okay.
It looks like it didn't.
Yep. Nope.
Wanted adventurer with diplomatic skills.
Just placing an ad in the paper.
Right. I will give you your XP right now if you'll give me a moment. It does not. Well, maybe I can do it this way. Do I still have them on the screen? No, I do not.
I'm still cringing, you guys.
What was that, Matt?
I'm just kind of cringing. I'm like, oh my god, he dropped the fireball in a residential area.
Hey, spears are coming at me. What do you want?
I understand. I'm still like, oh dear lord.
Sometimes collateral damage needs to happen.
DeWin's was, to whom it may concern. To all concerned parties.
Honestly, I felt like that encounter might have been a little too easy for you guys.
What's that?
I said I feel like that encounter might have been too easy for you guys.
Yep. Well,
everybody gets 483 XP.
483.
Pardon me.
To be fair, we were in that area before, and there weren't like flocks of children and families.
It was a well, it's not like you guys went into every shop. It was described as a business district with shops, bakeries, artisan shops, and then like a high-end gentleman's nightclub.
Yeah.
So
483, right?
Not exactly a
483, yeah.
residential area.
Well, I mean, most people in fantasy worlds live above the shop because it's not like they have the money to have two places, but it's fine. I'm not judging you. I'm just judging you.
Yeah.
400 and what?
483. All right. So the party has boarded the Fox. You've sailed out of the harbor. Everyone's free to take a long rest.
Okay.
I will.
And the next day, the captain is on the deck, looking refreshed from dealing with his business. And close.
We back on the ship?
You are back on the ship. So you guys are sailing along, and he's within like 2 days, I think it is. 2 days. No, 3 days. Sorry, 3 days. Of relatively uneventful, restful sailing. Let me remove these blood splatters.
I don't even see the ship.
Yeah, we're still in the alley.
Yeah.
He's cleaning up the deck. The set pieces are being moved.
I SFX.
Yep. Please disable the blood splatters. Asking you nicely.
Yep, they're not there on our
Oh, it still shows on mine, so that's why I was like, why is it still
Well, looks like the deckhands took care of it.
good. So you guys are sailing along, and you know the captain has taken it upon himself to entertain you a bit in the mess when he's not busy sailing, telling you about your approach to the city state of Luskin. So he's kind of he there's not much to do on a boat, right? So he's telling you about the city of Luskin. He's like, "Oh, you wanted to hear about Luskin, didn't you?" Takes a sip. Let me tell you about the time I saw their infamous ship of shadows. Most people think it's just stories, but I saw it with my own eyes. Picture this. Midnight on the Sword Coast. Fog as thick as a peasant's porridge. We're running silent, trying to dodge those Luskin pirates. Nasty lot they are. Not as bad as they used to be, but still bad enough for somebody like me, heavy with cargo. Then we see it. A ship with sails black as sin, moving against the wind like it's got demons pushing it. The crew, their eyes glowed like hellfire. Their captain was some witch called the Mistress of the Night. She could command the very waves themselves. Saw her sink 3 merchant vessels without firing a shot. Just raised her hands, and the sea swallowed them whole. They say that ship appears when Luskin's high captain needs something unsavory. Can't be tracked, can't be caught. Anyone who's ever tried to follow it either disappears or ends up washed up on the shore, white as the ghosts and babbling about shadows that move on their own. Of course, taking a long, hard drink, could have been the rum talking, but I'll tell you this. There's a reason even the most hardened pirates give Luskin a wide berth during the new moon. Some things in this world are better left alone, and anything flying Luskin's colors, it's usually one of them. On the 4th day, he announces that you're closing in on Luskin, and because of that, you're going to be going to deeper waters. He explains that, the risk in going deeper, we could run into bigger monsters.
Oh,
But
great.
going too close to Luskin, well, it's Luskin. Well, they don't attack everything on sight. I'd rather not find out if they're in a good mood today. So as long as no one is objecting, he's going to take it to deeper water.
Okay.
He's giving us a choice between deeper water and risk the monsters, or stay closer to the coast and maybe deal with ghost pirates.
Or just regular pirates. It's daytime right now. And it is not a new moon.
And more XP closer to the coast. That's all I'm saying.
Well, the monsters to deep might also be more XP.
Yeah. I would just sail back and forth.
Are you farming mobs, Sesek?
Am I farming mobs?
Yeah, running back and forth over the same spot to just get random encounters so that you level up.
Yeah.
Are you level grinding?
Farming monsters. Or farming XP to be more accurate. I'm not telling the captain how to sail his ship, so.
Sure. All right. Well, he takes it into deeper waters to give Luskin wide berth. Who wants to roll percentile dice?
Elmore does.
Cool.
What am I rolling?
You're going to roll percentile dice, D100. And if you roll under a 25, then something exciting gets to happen.
R/.
Actually, you can do it by the.
The little
Oh, there's. Never mind. I see where it is. D100 roll.
44. Dirty
So
Harry's gun.
yep, you're fine.
Oh.
Boo.
So you go into deeper water, and the captain and his crew warn you all, we're going silent. No loud noises that might attract the beasts. And a very tense and quiet day passes until he announces that you're far enough away from Luskin to turn back to shore in shallow waters that are safer to sail. Another 2 days pass, and you're pulling in to the village.
Sorry, Brad, we missed all the excitement on the open sea.
I'm gonna step away for a minute. I'll be back.
Sure. I'm going to get something to drink here shortly, too, because my throat's a little bit dry from talking.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
What, did everybody take off?
I guess.
Looks like it.
All right. Well, I am too then for a quick sec.
Alrighty. Hey, Aaron. Oh. Hey, Max. How you doing?
Looks like everybody stepped away.
So we aren't actually going into Luskin. We're going into a village north of Luskin.
That's correct.
That's what I thought. Okay. I found a really cool map of Luskin. It shows almost all of it in ruins.
Yeah, it like most of the Sword Coast got pretty screwed up with the spell plague.
Yeah.
Uh, Waterdeep was able to hold on to most of it. The bigger southern cities tended to do better.
Yeah. But yeah, it shows like a good portion of the city like messed up. Oh, there's a portion of it that's not. Captain's Court. Just looks a little rough, I guess.
Yeah, it's had better days, which makes them a little bit more desperate to get money,
Yeah.
resources.
Yep. In the center of Luskin is a place called Blood Island. Well, okay.
Well, he did tell you that Luskin's a pretty rough place.
Yeah. For sure.
I think DeWinn's should just change his adventuring name to Pyro.
Pyro, yeah.
One fireball.
One well-placed fireball in a residential area.
This was supposed to be the secluded alley where if something were to go wrong, we'd be okay. We spent the afternoon researching this very point just for this occasion.
I did specifically call out, I even have it in my notes, that it is a busy district. So if you're too noisy or flashy, then you're not going to be stealthy. And even if it was like a secluded outskirt alley, it's still in a major city and you're setting off explosions, that gets attention.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think we're worried about getting the attention.
Well, clearly.
I think that's what we're contending here.
Right.
Contending whether or not we should have known it was like a genocidal act by Herr de Win beforehand, you know. I don't think it should have been connotated as such.
No, it was definitely not genocidal, but it was deliberate arson, even if there were no people living above the stores.
So let's see. We're headed up to what's the name of the village?
The village's name is Silverscale. It is not on a map.
Ah, okay.
Did you have a description for the captain?
I would have to look for it.
Oh, there's another large city north of Luskin.
Neverwinter.
No, Neverwinter south of Luskin.
Yep. No, this is Fireshare. It's a mining town. Of course, who knows what happened to it during the spell plague.
Oh, I wanted to say fireball, 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 but I was hauling trash out to the street and using the restroom.
All right.
I'm looking up something for Howard here real quick.
Hey, Jason, did you see that beer that I was drinking?
No.
Oh, I put it in the Magic Mechanical chat. It's a hazy one I made.
Oh yeah. It's in the Magic Mechanical chat.
Yeah, I didn't put a picture of it. I was just.
Cool.
Yeah, that's genocide with a G, not a J now.
There it is. I don't know if you can see it. Put a light behind it.
Yeah, looks good. What's the ABV?
It is. What did I say it was? Stand by. Let me open up my tracker here. It's like 5 point something.
How's the pale ale, Stifler? I'm not drinking any of Elmore's home brewed beers.
What do you mean?
Like
You don't drink beer anyway.
likely have walrus cum in them or some shit.
Oh my god.
That they're jerking
Wow.
off.
5.3.
Okay, so low, pretty low.
Yeah, I'm okay with it being in the 5 to 6 range.
Yeah. A bit more of a session beer.
Well, I thought just sessions were. That's too much.
Yeah. Got some pretty good haze to it.
That's too bright.
Go from the backside.
If it's darker than a bush, forget it.
So Howard, 53 auburn hair
Yeah.
streaked with gray.
You sure you aren't from West T, Brad? Talking about Bush Light?
That and
New
what was it,
Goshen.
walrus seed in his beer. What's that?
53
That's how people from Negoshen like it.
Yeah. A little heady.
That's that Elmore homebrew.
And on that note,
The yeast he collects is not from the normal places.
all right.
Yeast is yeast, baby.
Now we're getting nasty.
What are you drinking, Jason? A martini?
Oh my.
Martini.
Yep.
Shaken, not stirred, with vodka, not gin?
No, I don't. Actually, I don't consider vodka a martini.
Oh, if you're drinking gin, you might as well just be drinking Pine Sol.
No, I love gin.
Because, oh my God, that stuff is like, it is. It's like drinking,
Because it has flavor as opposed to vodka.
because it tastes like I'm drinking floor cleaner.
That's so
not something
good.
good like whiskey or. It's the
Yeah, I like-
juniper. All it is vodka with juniper berries mashed up in it.
Well, whatever it is, it does the trick.
There you go.
Does Satan have
Whatever
a
the
beer?
trick you need turned. All right, everybody back?
Yeah, does
No, Aaron's not back.
No, Erin's not back. She left. I think the conversation took a turn for the worse.
You bailed.
You're probably
I
not too
wisely
far.
bailed out.
What's the captain's
She's
name
tired
again?
of us.
I can hear. So just curious.
All right. So you guys sail into the harbor of Silver Scale.
Do you have a map?
I do not. So the most striking feature is a crumbling lighthouse which the captain introduces you as the lighthouse of the last watch.
Oh,
Crumbling tower built from strange opalescent stones that according to the captain, faintly glow on moonless nights to serve as a lighthouse.
wow.
You guys pull into the docks, as it were, and he unloads you and your baggage. As you look around, you see that
So was this place once a much bigger city?
well, I'm getting to that.
Okay.
Don't read ahead, damn it.
I'm not reading it.
This is a fairly modest fishing port at this point. Its weather-beaten docks and salt-crusted cottage, giving no hint to any history that grand or otherwise beyond the lighthouse. Go ahead. Well, actually, I always forget Yanni's stupidly high perception. It's really stupidly high.
Yeah.
You see,
And I get advantage at it.
well, just your passive perception is what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, okay.
A passive perception of 19
Yeah.
it is very difficult. Like any normal thing, you're just gonna see just from walking by.
Right.
You see that while it is pretty typical of what your imagination tells you a fishing village would look like, and I say imagination simply because you haven't made a habit of hanging out in villages on the sea.
No.
You see that a fair number of the village houses and buildings incorporate significantly older stonework. In addition to the newer construction of like plaster and lathe, and then you've got your wood with what do they call it when they do like a log cabin and then pack the walls with mud?
Oh, chink it. It's
Chink it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not to be confused with anything else.
No, there's a very funny Chinese comedian
Yes.
that talks about that. Yes.
Got it. So, you've got this very frontier architecture. To go with this significantly older cut stonework.
Yep.
The village itself is honestly nothing to write home about. It's reasonably small. You would guess like 50 people. Quite small. It's primarily focused on fishing, but apparently there are a small number of hunters that go out to hunt, like not elk, but like moose and deer and things like that, as the season allows it, just for variety. And also, as anyone who's hunted knows, there's a lot of good use you can get off of an elk or a moose. Horn, sinew, hooves for glue, good stuff.
No baby harp seals?
No.
Oh no, please no.
You want the other village.
Yeah.
There is an inn, more bar than inn, that does have some rooms. You guys are arriving like mid-morning. There's a small general store that has fairly basic items, but they do have survival type, wilderness survival type gear. Climbing gear, camping gear, things like that. Simple tools. There's no blacksmith or weaponsmith per se, but they do have someone who has a forge. It's currently cold, but you would assume, that you would assume that they use for repairing tools. A lot of the items being brought in are in the form of tools and raw equipment needed to repair. So, what else?
It's got to be a really small town if it doesn't have a blacksmith.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's also a shortage of materials. If you don't have a lot of charcoal or coal to burn, a blacksmith becomes impractical. So, there is an abandoned church on the outskirts as you guys are doing your little tour, and Emiko sees that it is an abandoned temple of Sun. Long since fallen into disrepair, the roof has given up for the most part, exposing the insides to weather, and most of the furniture that was left behind has long since rotted. But above the main altar, there's still a relief cut in the back stone of the wall that is still recognizable as Lady Sun. And that's what you get for just a casual walk around.
And we all got that from my passive perception where I was like, and if you look over to your left.
Now we're looking to the right.
Walk with me, walk with me.
You get your little tour guide flag.
Right.
No, the stones were what your passive perception got you.
Yeah, no, I'm
The rest of it was pretty basic.
What do we think the stones of the lighthouse are made out of?
You can investigate it if you want.
Okay. I'll make notes and little sketches or whatever. I just think this is fascinating. My travels will take me. Maybe I'll write a travel book or something.
Hey, now that's raised chick.
Is there a tavern? Is there a
That's raised
tavern in
chick.
this town?
There is. The inn is also a tavern.
I suggest we go to the tavern.
Yep.
Well, we need to ask around about finding how we get to the old fort.
Get to where, Howard?
The old fort. It was next to the mine.
So remind me of our mission again here.
Technically, it was over the mine.
Over the mine. So, want to get a special kind of crystal to make my crystal ball from. That can be sourced at this abandoned mine.
Okay, so we need to find the abandoned mine and try to extract the crystal.
Yes.
Then Howard, you were suggesting doing what first?
Well, I figured we would ask around the villagers, see what they know about the old fort, where it is, how long it would take to get there, those kinds of things.
Well, the tavern might be a good place for that.
It might. Although
And
I
they can get
think Marcus is looking to get his drink on.
Yeah.
Although I get the sense that Marcus would think that the tavern is a good place to go for just about any purpose.
That is true.
I will point out that Marcus did stay for 2 months at a tavern.
Home. I'd like to call him home, actually.
Home, yeah. Also known as.
All right, so why don't we could split up? Maybe some go to the tavern, ask some questions. Others kind of wander around the village and stop into some shops and maybe ask some questions. Just a thought.
Marcus came
I'll
up
take,
with
I'll
that,
take
really?
the tavern duty.
Well, Marcus is volunteering to check out the
You go
tavern.
to the tavern.
So are you guys
I
splitting
wouldn't
up?
mind
Is that
going.
what-
I wouldn't mind going to some of the shops if the wind is amenable.
Yeah. Oh,
Sure.
All right, I'll
Um,
take.
We'll since it was his idea, we'll do Marcus first. Who's going with Marcus?
I'll go with Emiko.
Volunteers?
Well, so we can't have both the damage absorbers going off together without, some of you
Well, you've got
meatbags might
three
need to.
technically. I mean, Sese is a sponge.
I don't know about that.
He gets whooped on. I mean, as soon as he's in it, everything attacks him.
Not
So-
Well,
he-
the world has to give him a reason to claim vengeance.
there's that.
What's your hit points?
Stand by. 37.
Yeah, it's not that much of a tank.
Yeah.
Ask him what his
Okay.
AC is.
Well, it's
What's your AC?
22, but everybody's got +6 to hit now. So
Ha! No, we don't.
I think we run doesn't have any problem hitting me.
Yeah, they're just lucking out, and we get bad rolls.
Give up.
I
some
will
of
go with. I'll go with Aaron. Or I mean,
Himiko?
Emiko.
Right.
I'll go shopping.
Who's
I'll
going
take-
with Marcus?
Yanni, you want to join me, my pan flute playing friend?
Sure.
that, or do you want him? Do you want him moving through the village? I think moving through the village probably more.
Oh,
What-
Gianni
what-
doing the reconnaissance?
Yeah, the passive. Detection.
All right. I don't mind going by myself to the tavern if that's
I'll
what
go.
it
I
is.
don't care.
There you go. Sese and Marcus, I'll go on the shopping trip.
So Marcus and Sese go to the tavern. And the best way to describe it is that scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark up in Tibet when they pick up Marion Ravenwood and they're drinking, having the drinking game.
Yeah.
Everybody remembers that, I hope. It's like that.
Tavern
Uh,
have a name?
the tavern does not have a name.
The tavern.
Yeah, it's just alternately referred to as the watering hole, or the inn, or the tavern. And actually, for Marcus, this is probably like a little bit nostalgic. Coming from a barbarian tribe that is partly civilized and stable. They're not nomadic, if I remember right.
Right.
But yeah, there's probably a more similarities than dissimilarities to your home. So there's about 5, rough-looking men, frontiersmen. They look to be trappers and traders by trade, just based on the way they're dressed. They're obviously not fishermen. And they're, 2 of them are in a drinking game. One of them's just like hunkered down eating stew like he's paid to do it. A couple others just nursing a beer, and then there's the barkeeper / waitress / cook is a very sturdy, thick, older, middle-aged woman. Yeah.
Oh,
Just
Marcus's type.
yeah, it's the type of woman that can survive up close to the spine of the world.
As we
Yep.
enter the bar, do I see anybody in there that I feel is of equal strength to myself?
Go ahead and roll a. I'm going to make it a survival roll.
Oh, shoot.
Wow, that's
Yeah, the guy that's eating stew, who's really into it, doesn't look like much, but when you kind of get him from a different angle, dude's huge.
okay. We're gonna go in and we're just gonna go up to the bar and
We're gonna shank the biggest guy in the pit.
order a couple of drinks. And,
Sure.
I'm gonna kind of keep an eye on the guy eating the stew. I don't want to disturb him while he's eating, but kind of waiting around maybe till he's finished his meal.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, you guys. It's only like 3 silver for a large earthenware tankard of fairly strong beer.
Okay, well,
Tastes a little bit like peat moss, which reminds you of home.
all right, I'll buy these. Taking them off right now.
Now, does Sese have any religious prescriptions against drinking?
Well, no, the most common table drink is a weak beer in Mulholland. But by and large, he sticks pretty much just to water. But he'll, take a beer just to.
All right. Every time you say Mulholland, I just think Mulholland Drive.
I think
Yes.
Mulholland Falls, actually. But it's
I thought it was Mulheron.
Mulheron, but it's like the worst name ever for a country. Should call it something closer to Egypt.
Maybe there was a copyright issue.
Well, they
D&D
copyright-
did get in trouble for using Hindu gods that time.
You could come up with something similar.
Right.
That's doesn't sound like a suburb of LA. For your ancient Egyptian civilization.
Gotcha. So you have your beers.
So is the guy I'm kind of watching? Is he done with his meal?
Yeah, he wraps up about the time that you finish your beer if you nurse it a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna buy another beer,
Yeah.
another ale, and I'm gonna just kind of I'm gonna let Sese know. I'm gonna try to befriend the gentleman over there, just kind of hang out. And so I walk over to the gentleman, and I slide a beer in front of him, and I say, greetings. I was wondering if you were up for a game of strength.
You use the word game of strength?
Or contest of strength.
Contest of strength. He kind of looks at you, looks at the beer, looks back at you. Sure, but it might not be much of a contest. Let's find out. And then he just chugs the beer.
Okay.
What do you have in
you know
mind?
what? Let's make it a little interesting. How about we're gonna do arm wrestling for 10 gold.
He kind of thinks about it. He pulls out his money pouch. Takes a fairly long time counting. Yeah, okay.
He uses both hands in his.
All right, so I'll go ahead and pull 10 gold out of my coin pouch and
Mhm.
put it on the table, and raise the arm and say, "Well, let's make it happen, my friend."
Sure. All right. Let's see. We'll just do this as a contested strength roll, huh?
Meaning, what? We both roll strength.
You both roll strength, and whoever gets higher wins.
All right.
Now, if you wanted to apply a little English to it, you could try and get an advantage. Do a little over the top.
Inspiration.
If you have it, yeah.
Well, if you have inspiration, well, we did a long rest, right? Does that mean
Inspiration doesn't
No,
reach.
no, it's once
long
per game.
Once per
say that
session.
again.
Once per session.
Okay. It's not lit up, right? It should be lit up.
I think you used it, didn't you?
I must have. Okay. It should have the white dot, not the black dot, right? Okay. So no, I
I thought I was the only one who used it.
What was that roll?
That was his strength roll. So, it takes a fair bit of respectable strain, but you eventually overpower him.
Okay. So I shake his hand, kind of wave to the bartender. I said, a couple of more ales.
She sets you up.
And so bring him back over to the guy, offer him a toast, and kind of say, "Hey, are you aware of any mine operations in the area?"
He takes a big drink of the ale.
I should wait before we do that. I should add like 10 gold, right?
Yeah.
Don't forget that. Okay.
Or not. I mean, if you drink enough ale, you might forget.
Yeah.
He kind of thinks a fairly long time, which you have to. Well, Marcus probably does it, but Jan, who's with him? Oh, Sese. Sese might have to suppress a laugh if he's so inclined, because the whole time he's pondering, he's got a beer foam mustache, but this very serious look on his face, like he's really trying to think. And he eventually says, "No, I don't remember any mines. No mining operations."
What was the? How did you mention that? The fort?
Yeah, there was a fort, an abandoned fort.
Okay. Okay. Well, I asked him about. Hey, what about any abandoned forts in the area?
Now that I remember. And he proceeds to tell you it's about 3 days away by foot.
I asked him. Does he? Well, go ahead.
Sorry, I had to drink.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Surprisingly, being a DM is hard on the voice.
Yeah, it is.
No, I'm sure.
He tells you that, yeah, it's about 3 days hike for men such as us. Pointedly does not include Sese in that men such as us. And says that, yeah, there's an old ruin 3 days out. And It's a collapsed something or other. Don't really know what. The hunting there is terrible. My grandpap used to use it for a camping spot, but something moved in, and it hasn't been safe there since. So we just avoid it.
Do you happen to know what that something is?
Not sure about everything. At least we've seen gobbies out there. Don't know what else. They've been they keep far enough away from the village that it's not a problem, and they don't compete with us for hunting. So we just ignore them.
Would you be able to? My friends and I are interested in hunting in that area. Would you be able to provide me some directions?
Sure. And he like looks around, and he doesn't have any paper, so he proceeds to like trace out on his hand. Here's the village, and then you go this way, and then there's a creek, and then you follow the creek, and you go up here, and then follow the ridge. At the top of the ridge, that's the ruin.
Okay. I do. Is there?
But the hunting there
Yeah.
is terrible.
What's that?
I said the hunting there is terrible.
You know, well,
The animals stay away from that place.
What's a gobby?
Goblin.
oh, I say, I tell them, my friends and I like to take chances on places such as that. So often there might be hidden gems.
Well, more power to you. I could never eat gems, so I leave them alone. I do just like my great-grandpappy does. I hunt. I bring back meat, fur.
Do you happen to know is there a name for the old ruins you speak of?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Okay. Well, I thank him for his time
All right.
and the contest, and give him kind of one last clink of the glass,
Mm-hmm.
and then I walk back over to Sese at the bar, and I ask Sese, "Hey, got some information? Let him know what I've got.
Yep.
Do you have any other questions that you think are worth asking this gentleman?"
This guy? No,
Yeah.
probably not.
Then I Sese, what do you think about hanging around here any longer for information? Do you want to take what we have and meet the group? What are your thoughts?
Well, it might be good if we. Is there any kind of town official or anything like that? Any kind of hierarchy?
You could ask around and find out. Sure.
Before we go too much further, I would like to give Jason a point of inspiration. I thought this was a wonderful exchange, and I would like to get him back his point of inspiration.
I think that's the first time in my game that anyone's ever given anyone else an inspiration point during the game.
Well,
Thank you, sir.
I
I'd like
think this
to give
exchange was
Matt
excellent.
a point of inspiration for thinking of giving Jason.
No wishing for more wishes.
All right, I lit up my inspiration.
There you go. That's the first thing I thought of after that whole exchange and the the contest of strength and everything. I was just like, that's awesome. Met him on his common ground. All right, carry on.
So we will come back to you guys asking around about a village elder after we let Dwayne, Emiko, and Yanni and Galen have their turn.
Okay.
So who's
Shopping,
speaking?
girls?
Who's speaking for team shopping?
Well, It was Emiko who spoke up first. I think.
All right.
Mm.
Emiko takes the lead.
You guys gonna stop by Starbucks and get a latte before you?
Yeah,
No.
one of those
Frappuccino.
one of those unicorn lattes.
Mhm.
I hate to say it, it's all pumpkin
Non-GMO.
spice.
That
It's
pumpkin
it's
spice.
late in the year, so it's all pumpkin spice.
That's right. That's right. Get our UGG boots.
No, it's peppermint now.
Yeah, yeah, it's peppermint latte.
It's eggnog or
latte.
peppermint.
Yep, eggnog.
Go ahead, Aaron.
All right. Was there any? Is there like? I mean, I know this is a small village, but
Mhm.
is there any kind of like place that has like a general store or anything like
There's
that?
a small general store, yes.
Okay. I think that would probably be maybe the first place for us to start and maybe look around and see what kind of items that they have for sale.
Sure.
Um,
So the general store is it's a converted warehouse next to the docks. Even after being converted to a general store for who knows how long, it still
Ooh.
smells like dried fish. Um, Wide selection of fishing and boating related supplies, tars, rope, nets, sails, oars, timber for repairing your boat, fishing line, hooks. But they have other things too. They have, like I said, they have hunting and trapping gear mostly.
Is
Tents,
there any mining
bedrolls.
gear?
Say again?
Do they have mining gear? Maybe the shop owner might know something.
They don't have mining gear per se, but they have shovels and picks, but only a couple. Are you going to ask about it, or are you just looking to see what they have?
yeah,
Well,
I think we should go ask them.
yeah.
All right. So you guys roll in. It's a man of burly build, but older age. He's like 40s, 50s, something like that. His obviously once heavily muscled body has, through time and drink, become a little soft, a little rounder than it should be. But he's still a very big man. And he's running the store. And he welcomes you as you approach to ask him some questions. Yeah, what can I do for you? You don't seem like my normal customer. I'm guessing you're not interested in the newest tackle.
Well, perhaps not at this point, no. But we were interested in your mining gear.
Mining gear?
Yes.
Well, I don't really have mining gear per se. I've got a couple shovels there for turning a garden. There's a pick over there for clearing rocks once you turn the dirt for your garden.
Sure.
And I've got some lanterns, some oil, but I don't know that I would qualify that as mining gear.
I'm going to look to the other two and kind of ask if we need any kind of lanterns, anything like that, because I don't think Emiko has any. I mean, she could do the light spell, but
You can go up there.
I think we should get a pick and.
I thought we
Good
picked up
land-
some of that before we ever left on our.
Yeah, I'm doing this to grease the skids here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah.
Sorry, I didn't
So-
say that out loudly.
So I think we should get a pick, a couple lanterns, some oil for the lanterns. That would be good.
All
Ask
right.
about the lay of the land.
While he's pulling it all together, and tell me how much I need to deduct here.
I'm pulling it up. So let's see.
Hoping the pick's gonna be.
I'm looking to see if I have it in my easy, quick access, and it looks like I do not.
Entrance are probably not.
You can look up 5th edition shopping.
So a miner's pick is 2 gold.
Okay.
How many lanterns?
2 lanterns and some oil to go with them.
Lanterns are 10 gold apiece.
22.
And a flask of oil for each is 2 silver.
Let's get how much oil does it have? Let's maybe get 6.
All right, it's a silver each. So 6 flasks, 6 silver. And I see you writing that down, so you'll put it under your character sheet or something.
Yeah.
Or do you want me to drag it into shared inventory?
Well, I'll keep my gold count on my.
What I'll do is I'll go ahead and drag it into the shared inventory.
Hey, you got any maps of the local area?
Maps? No, we don't really need maps.
Well, we were hoping to find our way up to the old fort. What do you know about
The old fort?
Yeah.
Why would you want to go up there?
Well, we were gonna look around. We heard some rumors about some things that were up there, and we'll go investigate.
Old fort, old fort. You must be in that ruin.
Right.
Don't know that I would call it a fort, but I guess it's as close as I can get. Yeah, I don't know that I would go up there. I heard that it's not very safe.
We heard that too.
Yeah. As long as you pay for the tools in advance, you can go wherever you want.
Do you know anybody that might have that might know or have a map to it?
No, some of the hunters might, but they don't usually make maps, if you know what I mean. Reading ain't their specialty.
Maybe a general direction? Is there a trail or a road or
Don't know that
line?
don't know that there's a road to speak of. I myself haven't been out in many a year, and I was more a fisherman than a hunter. But best as I recall, here's how you get there. And he proceeds to give you directions. It's roughly a 3-day, fairly strenuous hike.
Is there do you sell like any salted meats here, like smoked fish or anything like that to
We do.
take with us?
He proceeds to show you a wide selection of salted herring.
That's good stuff. What's the cost on that?
It's not terribly expensive, but let me see. Oh, you can get like a half pound of jerky for like 3 silver. It's fish jerky, of course, but
Let me get. What'd you say? Half pound.
yeah, half pound.
Let me get a. Let me get 3 pounds.
All right. Let me open back up the the shared inventory.
So I pay for it. My responsibility. I'm financing this operation.
Oh,
You guys are up here helping me out, so I can do. Pay for the incidental expenses.
All righty. Hello, let me edit. Yeah, that'll do for now. All right, there's no item for fish jerky, but I added something to the group inventory so that it's at least noted.
Okay.
All right. So, in the course of talking to the shopkeep, you realize that you've attracted the attention of probably every single child under the age of 12 in this village. They are all kind of watching you from a distance, trying to be sneaky about it, and kids, right? We've all dealt with them. They're kind of peeking at you from the doors or from behind the bins. Mainly because they've never seen people like you before.
we aren't getting Children of the Corn vibes, are we?
No.
What do you mean, people like us?
I mean, I guess I have to say, like, what does Galen consider like weird?
Well, I guess all the there's adults around, so maybe we're okay.
Yeah, there's no Cujo moment here. It's just curious kids peeking at you.
I'm assuming there's no other halflings in the village or dwarves.
You haven't run into any dwarves, but you did see some of the houses look like they're lowered,
Okay.
making you assume that dwarf is probably not unheard of. You couldn't tell if it was a lived-in house or not at the moment, but
Okay. I know there's dwarves up this way.
Could be hobbits.
there are definitely hill dwarves and some mountain dwarves in the north for sure.
Right.
If you go a little bit further north to Tin Towns, you have an entire dwarven stronghold.
Right. Okay.
So, yes, there are definitely dwarves, but you don't know offhand whether it's halfling, dwarf, gnome.
Okay. So it's not like they're like ogling a short dude.
I mean, they are, just because you've got a whip and you're kind of you're a short dude with a whip into leather. So, Speaking of which, has anyone seen the new Indiana Jones video game?
No, I have not purposely gone and looked for it.
Genuinely, it looks good.
Yeah.
And it's by Bethesda, so maybe they didn't make shit like they did with Starfield.
Right.
Sorry, that was an aside. So yeah, you've got the kids looking at you as you're doing your discussions. So he gives you the directions that you asked for, packages up the tools, the jerky. Is there anything else I can get for you?
No, I think that'll take care of us.
Did we pick up any cold weather gear? Are we needing cold weather gear?
I don't believe that anyone picked up cold weather gear.
I mean, we're heading up into some pretty cold area, aren't we?
You are.
Okay. Maybe we should.
So what kind of cold gear are you looking for?
Boots, mittens,
Hats, gloves.
coat. Yeah, hats, gloves.
Well, most of that I can get pretty much off the shelf. Unfortunately for you, sir, it'll have to be a children's outfit.
Whatever fit.
I mean, it should fit with minimal adjustment, but if you wanted something cut specifically for an adult of your stature,
As long as it doesn't look silly.
right.
Blends in, that kind of thing.
Right.
I've got a cloak that can go over.
Sure. Yeah, unfortunately, the few dwarves that come here, they don't typically need clothing. They tend to be a pretty self-sufficient bunch.
I'm sure I
so
can
they
make my own
rarely
clothing
buy.
myself, but I prefer to spare the time and buy it off the rack if you
Exactly. So he goes through a couple, kind of looks at you, looks back at it. He's like, you probably don't want this one. And he pulls it up. It's got a little hood built into it with bunny ears.
Ha! I'll laugh. Cute.
Oh,
Yes.
please
but
buy it.
inappropriate.
Please buy it.
So yeah, he can outfit you guys with cold weather gear, coats, boots, that kind of thing.
Okay. How much? I guess.
Looking.
We're gonna have to get stuff for Marcus and Sese.
I'm gonna run 2 gold per person for the full thing. Boots, cloaks, it's a full set. So give me a moment to drag that into the shared inventory.
I don't think we intend to spend too much time above ground, but we might. Do you guys have tents?
We have tents.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Erin actually bought a tent on the stipulation that she didn't have to carry it.
No, that's right. Yeah, I remember that now.
I think I'm carrying it.
All right, so you got the traveler's clothes. Anything else?
You got any booze for sale?
Boy, do I!
I'm not financing
I
that.
just want a couple of flasks because I got a companion. You know, I think he operates a little better when he's got a drink in his hand.
A little bit of lubrication, social lubrication.
I'm not financing that.
I'll buy it.
Are you saying that Marcus is an angry drunk, and that's the way you like him?
No, I'm saying that I think it might tone him down a little bit. If we're just walking through the woods without needing to fight.
Mellow him out a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe keep
Now,
him
are
from
you,
hitting
are
on
you really a
anything that.
drunk when it's just a way of life?
But no, it's just because I'm just being nice.
For some reason, D&D doesn't provide a cost list for intoxicating substances.
Really, it's Wizards of the West Coast. They should have dispensaries even.
The CBD is not what they have, man. Hasbro wouldn't let them.
The whole party gets barbecued and then barbecued by orcs.
So you're looking for like hard alcohol, is it right?
Right, yeah, just a couple flasks.
Can I get gin?
You get whiskey and you'll like it.
They may not have. They probably don't have gin. Gin's a little highbrow.
You'll,
It is a little
you'll
highbrow.
get you'll get whatever they can distill spirits from.
Gin's a little highbrow, which is why Elmore doesn't like it.
It's not highbrow. It's what I wash a floor with.
You disinfect with it.
Oh my gosh. It is. I mean, I get the same sensation as Melon Pine Sol.
Let's see here. Kind of annoying that they hide this stuff. So
you could just make it up as you go.
Yeah. So I'm gonna run it 10 gold pieces a flask for a strong, clear sour mash.
There you go. That's the good stuff right there.
He warned you to make sure you cut.
I'll tell him. You said it's 10 a class, and I'm going to get 2.
Yeah. Yep.
I will deduct it from my gold. There we go.
And I'll just go ahead and add it to your inventory.
What's he looking for? I got some fun ones in here. The different names.
It's the shopkeeper actually calls it strong booze.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, I found it fun.
Is that in our group inventory?
It's in your inventory.
Oh, it's in mine. Okay. I'll have to hand it off to Marcus at some point.
So over the course of roughly an hour talking, bargaining back and forth, going over maps, or at least descriptions of maps, you have a fairly favorable impression of this guy. He's pretty chill. He's a nice guy.
He's a good shopkeeper.
Yeah. He introduces you to the kids. And he's like, "Oh, sorry to have to ask this of you, but we're kind of remote up here. The kids don't get to see adventurers, or even people that have made it out of where they started. So
Well,
he
in that case,
asks permission.
we got to do a little prestidigitation show.
Got it.
Got to
Anything in particular you're hitting them with?
well, you know, imagery of you know, fish swimming because there's a fishing village, or
Yeah.
you know, a nice snowy owl flying, or just you know some maybe some hijinks with opening and closing shutters and things like that.
Ooh. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Not only is this a cool thing, they've never seen magic before. So you've just elevated yourself to God. You're a deity.
I'm gonna ask any of the kids if they've seen a dragon. No. Me
Have
neither.
you? Oh. One plays with children, one rug pulls them. So yeah,
What are
just
good things to hunt, kids?
what was that?
What are good things to go hunting for?
Deer, rabbit.
Is there a lot of deer?
Trolls.
Troll? No, get out of here, Marcus.
Go drink some more. Yeah, they you know shout out they're basically it's whatever they prefer to eat.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I have a friend. Are any of you kids missing a dad? I have a friend who likes moms.
Damn. I don't even know where to go with that one.
Well, it's a different time, you know.
Yeah, no, none of them have missing dads.
The one that's got ate by a bear.
Are you suggesting milk hunting?
Dad never came back from fishing. Dad went to go get a pail of milk and never came back.
Damn.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
It's still better than propositioning the kid at the docks.
Yeah, I'm not trying to pimp any of them out.
So you guys spend, you know, what amounts to a pretty chill, enjoyable hour or two, you know, playing with the kids, negotiating trade. Like halfway through, he's got a little bottle of brandy that he's broken out, and he's sharing it with you guys.
Oh, we're getting in our cups too?
Well,
Nice.
you don't have to. He's offering.
No, I'll take a little sip. I'm not a teetotaler.
Right. So yeah, I mean, it's just been a reasonably good time. So anything else?
No, I think we've got a good idea on what direction to head. Some good gear.
All right.
I think we should meet up and start headed out.
Well, it is late afternoon at this point. So you probably
We've got
Do we want to stay in an inn before we head out, or do
Yeah, I
we
was
want to
gonna
just
say-
hit the road?
I do want to know about any of the local, you know, flora and fauna that we need to avoid and ways to avoid it. You know, are there, I don't know, probably not up here, but polar bears or anything that we need to try to avoid and ways to keep from avoiding?
Well, you know, once you get a fair bit away from the town, into the wilderness proper, you can run into all kinds of beasties out there. You know, the normal ones are bad enough. You've got your mountain lions, your cougars.
Marcus loves them cougars.
That goes back to your whole milk.
Thank you for
hunting,
picking up what I threw out in front of you.
Picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah. You know, not too much trouble with snakes. It's too cold. But you know, even a big moose might take a bite out of you. You know,
Well,
Yeah, they just stomp you.
once
Yeah,
a moose
sorry.
bit my sister.
Once a what?
Once a moose bit my sister. But you know, the animals aren't too bad because typically they'll only mess with you if you mess with them, or they're hungry or desperate.
or Brad's with
But
you. And
in the wilds, you can run into all kinds of less savory critters. Those, well, I mean, it's hard to know. It almost seems random when you encounter them.
almost like on a D100 kind of random.
It's really strange, yeah.
All right. Well, let's meet up and compare notes and.
Right. Well, you wanted, Marcus. You said you wanted to find out like a village elder. Did you still want to do that?
I actually didn't say that.
I thought you did.
No.
All right. Well, then never mind.
That's all right.
I take it back.
I did.
I thought that was
It
Sese.
might have been Sese.
What does it
I
say?
did, but if
Alright.
it's time to meet, let's just meet.
I mean, you guys have like an hour to kill, so if you wanted to look, yeah.
So we can-
I mean, I think it's a good idea. I mean, we're gonna stay the night here anyway. I think that's probably the agreement. We've got 3 days travel, at least based on the information I've gathered. So we're probably gonna want to. I mean, there's no sense in heading out with what, a couple of hours of daylight left.
Right.
So, well, we'll take that couple of hours and we'll
Get a hot
I mean,
meal, a bath.
I mean, I guess we need to. We didn't really talk about getting back together. We didn't set a time to get back together or
You
anything.
didn't set a time or anything like that, but it's also not a big village.
Okay, so yeah, so if we get back together, then I think we compare notes. You know, I let everybody other than Sese know, you know, the information that I've gathered, and they let me know the information they've gathered, and then we proposed the idea to them that Sese had about trying to find a village elder, and so we asked them that. What do you guys think of looking for the village elder? Did we have any thoughts on that, or do we feel like we have enough information to just go check in at the inn
I think we've got enough.
and then get up the next morning and go on the information we have?
I think we got enough to go on. Everyone seems to agree in the general direction of the old ruin. So
I'm okay with that too.
All right.
If we want to take the time we've got and
all right. So
look for the
So, Mike, I'm going to spring for the rooms and the meals.
Mhm.
What do I need to do?
You know how much it costs, so I don't need to look it up for you. You're always telling us how much it costs, so
Okay.
so yeah, typical stuff. Decent fare, hearty, filling, not very sophisticated, but you know, hearty and filling. Very, very country fare type stuff. Heavy on the seafood, of course. They have a thick goat's milk based fish stew with root vegetables. That's the dinner for the evening. No wine, unfortunately. Just ales, beers, some hard liquor. So, question: Is Marcus because you're not traveling tonight? Is Marcus indulging?
Yeah. Well, does Marcus ever not indulge?
That's a question for you.
He has an ale and a whiskey, but not excessively so.
Yeah. So, you guys have a good evening. Are you doing anything particular?
Do you think we should? So I'm assuming. What's the in situation? Are we in separate rooms? Are we in one like big kind of squad bay type thing? What's the accommodations?
Well, they would normally do 2 per room. It's up to how much protesting Imiko might do to get a private room.
No, we're happy to give her a private room.
Yeah. So it's 2 per except for her.
Okay. All right. Do we want to do some kind of watch?
What? I can't have my own room. What's going on here?
Well, somebody's good. I mean, let's see. Yeah, no, you can't. Sorry. Well, actually, I mean, somebody's got to have their own room. If Emiko's got her own room, it's only 2 per room, right?
Right.
Depends on how many rooms we got.
Well, you're small. You could always just be at the foot of the bed.
Right, exactly. Yeah. I can take the couch very easily.
That's like a king size bed for you.
That's right.
I guess my question to the group is do we feel we need to have any kind of watch outside the rooms? Other than that, let's go to sleep and
I'll do a quick scouting if we need to kind of see make sure that that there's nobody kind of keeping their eye on us or paying undue attention to us. I can go incognito and wander around.
I will tell you right up front, everyone is keeping their eye on you.
Yeah.
Because they don't get many visitors.
So I'll just have.
Well, that's why I say. That's why I say undue attention.
Right.
That there's no,
You can almost hear the banjo echoing off the backwoods.
We'll play the pan flute and accompaniment. See if we can get in good with the guys.
Sure.
Legate can keep watch. I can put a couple of alarm spells on the door and window. If anyone tries to come in, it'll make a racket.
All right.
So
I think I'm good on not having a watch if everybody else is. And let's get some rest.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Jason, I just sent you a trade request.
So you guys have a nice, relaxing early evening. Chatting, telling stories by the fire, eating, getting your drink on. The village children have latched on to Dwayne because he paid attention to them and he's got really cool magic. Yep. So they've just been like following you around just like a trail of ducks. They're constantly begging you, do the rabbit one again, do the rabbit one again.
Well, I didn't make a lot of friends in the last city. I can use friends in this one.
There you go.
You're balancing out your karma. And as the evening wears on, a fisherman approaches the party and says that, I noticed that you guys were off the Fox. You know that boat doesn't come back for a good while. Have you already arranged for your return?
Well, we arranged. We were going to have to go back down to find our way back down to what Neverwinter, right?
Well, I don't know what the party had specifically decided. I don't remember.
Well, we talked.
Yeah, I think you better find that out so that we aren't hiking all the way down there.
Well, the captain said that they don't usually come here, and we'd have to go back down to Neverwinter for us to get picked up. I believe that's the case.
Right. Okay. So he introduced himself as Finn, who he's like, I've got a boat. And fishing season is ending soon. I could always use the extra money. If you wanted to hire me on, I could take you to Neverwinter.
Sounds like a good idea.
Okay. Well, when we get back from our exploration, we'll find you and we'll come to a deal.
Sounds good. I'll be here, like always. All right. And then he naffs right off. All right. Anything else that the party may want to do before the evening draws to a close? No.
No. Let's go to sleep. Get this thing started on our trip.
That's right.
So you guys get to sleep, and you wake up, and that's where we will pick up next time, because it is 20 after 7.
All right, very good.
All right.
We did not get any requests on the stream. I put my usual prompt out there. If anyone has a request, I'll pass it on to the DM. But alas, no one dropped in to give any requests.
I'm not shocked.
Well, I keep hoping that maybe a couple of kids would stop by.
I didn't share anything this week. I kind of forgot. So
They're probably still traumatized by what happened to Pip.
yeah. They're like NC-17, NC-17.
Mommy, what's pimping mean?
Yeah. I think he said primping, honey. Primping. He said primping.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and give just a blanket 300 just for everybody. It was a good game. There wasn't a lot of problems. And, it's kind of the Christmas game. So, Merry frickin' Christmas.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right. Well,
Pardon me.
Well, say
I'll go
goodbye
next,
to our audience.